Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Michael Surhus, or Mikey, as you know me in-game and on Steam. I'm the community manager and voice actor for Insurgency. Thank you for joining us this weekend, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, for our weekly developer live stream. For those of you who did not see the announcement, today we will be checking out a custom map called Convoy, which just came out on the workshop. You can see it's in beta 5, and I'm sitting here playing with its creator, Zellstorm, also known as Ben. Ben, why don't you go ahead and say hi?
Hi, how's it going?
We're going to be checking out Convoy today. It's a Middle Eastern city map. It's a PvP map right now, but co-op is also in development, something that we actually discussed before, Ben and I, because I had made the suggestion it might be good for Checkpoint. But it is, as of now, focused on being a good PvP map, and those PvP modes that it supports are Push, Firefight, Skirmish, and Occupy right now. Possibly with, I think, Infiltrate, you said, interested you a bit, Ben, and Ambush were the ones you wanted to explore next?
Yeah, hopefully they'll be coming in the next version.
So, to start, tell me a little bit about Convoy and how you got the idea for it, and also tell me a little bit about what makes the map so special, and the things I'm thinking about right now are the dynamic elements. So can you tell us a little bit more about all of that?
Originally I came up with Convoy back in 2014 as part of the mapping contest.
Okay.
It didn't go very well because I had no real idea what I was doing at the time. I had no real idea or skill of what I had to do to get a working map going. But I restarted it maybe about 6 months ago to test my skills on a different game other than Counter-Strike and see what I could make. And I came up with early versions of Convoy, and I got a lot of suggestions from my friends and ideas back from 2014 about actually having the Convoy actually working in the map. So that's why it's called Convoy.
Right.
Because there's mortars and tanks that move.
That's right. There's a tank that moves around. There's mortars that players can actually use. The insurgents can call in on the security. And there's a tank, or a bridge layer, rather, that moves with the tank that lays some bridge right at the beginning, which is something that you'll see in the mode that we're about to play now. So without further ado, let me just hop in here. So right when you hop in, you can see here is the here's the map overlay, which was made by Zells. The security spawns over here in the blue, and the insurgents in the red. Well, this is where they start anyway, or their opposing sides. And then there's different mortar positions, which they can use to call in artillery on the areas. So we're the insurgents right now. So I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna come in. And I can see it looks like you used some of the art from Embassy and Ministry, is that right? Because I really like this tall room here as the insurgents. And ooh, is that water? It's one of those fancy water displays. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very tasteful. Good choice.
I got a lot of inspiration from the maps that came out from the 2014 contest. They actually really did help.
Yeah, definitely. Those maps that we got a lot of really awesome submissions, and we narrowed it down to 6, but we were really excited, and it was very cool to see a lot of those. Caves was another good one. I remember. It was great to see how original all the concepts were. Oh, okay, so that's a red flare. That means mortars are inbound, so I could actually die if I don't move away. Oh, but I died anyway.
Oh, me too.
Zell, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, what's up?
By the way, guys, for anybody who would like to join us today, the server IP is in the chat. I just put it up there. You can boot up Insurgency. You can open up your console by hitting the tilde key, which is above tab. You type out the word connect space, then you put that IP in, and then you will connect. And you'll auto-download the map. This is a custom map, and you'll need to download it, but it goes pretty quickly because it's hooked up via the workshop. Okay, so they just took Alpha, so now we gotta fall back. Now, because they... Oh, I'm dead. Because they took Alpha, I'll join the spectator team real quick and show you. Because they took Alpha, look at this. Bam! Bridge layer, laying some bridge. So once he lays that bridge, the players can move across it. And then if you look back further here, you can see there's an Abrams tank, too, which moved from over there over to here. And then once they take the bridge, or once they get across the bridge, then they move into Bravo. Now, as far as those vehicles, do they... Oh wait, you're on the Insurgents, aren't you? As far as those vehicles, does the tank move across the bridge as well, or is it just the bridge layer? Does the tank progress any further?
The tank pushes up throughout the entire map as the security forces capture the objectives.
Cool. Uh-oh, they just took Bravo too. Well, I'm gonna hit the artillery. Oh wait, it's red, which means I can't call it in yet. Can you explain to me how the artillery works, how it functions?
By the radio, I've got two sprites, green and red, that indicate whether it's usable or not. And next to that is a map overview of the map with some red hazard texture. It just basically indicates where you can and cannot call it.
Right. So I'm gonna hit F, and I call it in, and it should be calling in. And it depends on the objective which your team actually owns. Is that right?
No, you can call it on any position at any time.
Oh, okay. How do I indicate the proper position?
You just select which one you're looking at. So if you look at the map, you'll be able to see there's red hazard on the market on the Insurgency Street.
But I hit
each side of the.
And I hit use on the map where I want it to go.
Yeah, if you just hit like use on the red hazard texture. I need to make it a bit more clearer, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that was one thing that was a little unclear to me. Is it's clear to me that if it's red, I can't use it. If it's green, I can use it. But if I hit use on it, like I don't know where it's going. You know what I mean? I just know whether I can use it or not.
Alright, well I'll make that clearer from the next version.
Cool. And yeah, this is another thing that we're doing today. Is this map is still in beta. You can actually see there are some temporary textures here and over there and down there. So if you guys have any suggestions or feedback, we're welcome to hearing it. We're stress testing the map, and we're also trying to figure out how to balance it. Zels can tell you for sure that it's changed a lot in the past couple weeks in order to get it prepared for the stream and prepared for beta testing.
It certainly has, yeah.
And that's all thanks
from fully untextured to fully, well, mostly textured.
It's quite textured now, yeah. And you know, I'd said this in our playtest before. I think it was last night or the night before or something. But I like how, like, you have a high entity limit, which is hard as far as optimization goes. But it's great for a city map because, like, this actually feels like a city. You know, like the streets are pretty wide and open. You can fit like a lot of cars going around, and that means there's a lot of cover. And there's a lot of like running across, like it's actually really dangerous to run across a street. It's not like a map like say Market, right, where yeah, it's like it's definitely a city, but it's like super tight. It's not like an industrial city. This feels like more of an industrial city. Was that one of your intentions going into it?
Yeah, actually it was. I've recently watched a lot of films like Black Hawk Down is one of the best ones that I've used as a reference, and I noticed a lot of the streets in it are very wide and open. Especially in the scenes where the actual helicopter does crash, you see it is basically big open streets everywhere.
Right.
I used a lot of references to decide how big I wanted it.
And that's difficult from a level design perspective, of course, because you can't just open things up and expect them to be balanced on their own, you know? I guess it's the same. You could say the same for CQB, of course, but the level of balance that you have in particular for like making a huge map and the optimization obstacles that you'll face as far as like making sure you don't turn a corner and it has to draw everything that you see when you're around the corner, all the entities, the draw, like how far it is. Oh shit.
Yes, I blew it up.
You're the best. It's all about you. You're the man. It's all warm flame. Everybody should be more like warm flames.
You need to turn your mic down.
Oh, again? Okay.
Okay, Warm.
Okay, so now we're on a security team. I think I'm gonna be a support. But yes, what I was saying. Yeah, no, the sort of balancing that goes into a wide open street map is particular and different.
Certainly is. The balancing for this first half or first objective for the security teams was probably one of the hardest points I had actually faced doing because it's so open.
It is, and that's what I mean. Is like when shit's real open, it's just hard. Like just you got to put a lot of cover in, and that creates the optimization issue. By the way, did you guys see that moving helicopter? That's pretty sweet. Here, let's go and see. Let's go and see some of the other moving vehicles. There's the Abrams tank, barreling down the street, and you can actually use. Oh shit! They don't get destroyed, do they? This tank doesn't get destroyed. It's actually good cover.
The bridge layer doesn't get destroyed, but the Abrams can be.
Right. Okay, so how do the insurgents destroy it? Do they fire an RPG at it? Several RPGs?
RPGs or IEDs are the only way of destroying it.
That's really cool. How many RPGs or IEDs does it take?
I believe it's 1 RPG or 2 IEDs. It varies where the explosive is placed.
We're gonna need some smoke to get past this bridge. To your left. Oh shit! Whew. Ah! I had no idea, dude. There was way too much going on in that shallow water.
Well, that was not the best smoke I've ever thrown in my life.
Yeah, speaking of smoke, I think we need a little more.
Yeah. It's... Oh, I'm dead. It is pretty much needed. In some areas.
Which is good, you know. I think any good push map should be hard for the pushing team unless they use smokes. Like that should be an important part of the strategy because, you know, like if you're gonna be taking 1 point, then you gotta use utility. Let's get some more smoke going.
This becomes a smoke fest. Everyone's throwing smokes.
And coughing. Oh shit.
Can't even see where I'm going now.
By the way, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the stream chat. I'd be happy to answer them. I see that See Emily Play, one of our Australian community members, is asking what country the server is in. I believe this is in the Americas. Specifically Toronto? Yes, Toronto. I'm getting a pretty good connection and I am US East. If you're in Australia, it might not be so well. But you should connect anyway, because there's plenty of space. I actually just put the IP into the chat. And I'm still throwing smokes. It's hot, it's hot.
Oh, damn.
So tell me a little bit more about the process that you went through in creating this map, because you said first it was a Game Banana idea. Had you started at that point? And how long did it take you once you started work in earnest?
The original Convoy had a 3-month timeline, 3-month deadline, sorry, because it's for the competition. It mainly did focus on just one huge street, which was, it didn't run very well, to say the least. But
Okay.
this version, I mainly focused on the main areas that I wanted to work on first, such as the market, the offices, and each spawn point. And I just hooked them up with streets from there. I don't know, I used a lot of inspiration from like films and games to like design my each connecting area, basically.
So what's this area then? This this destroyed bridge area? What film or game inspired that?
Just awful clutch.
This area is mainly inspired from the first mission of Modern Warfare 2, or not the training one.
You know, I was as soon as I stepped into this, that's exactly what I thought. So you did a really good job at imitating that, because that's what I thought. I thought, oh shit, it's just like Modern Warfare 2, where you see the it's the beginning of the Ranger campaign. And
Yeah.
I think you see General Shepard. He picks you up. Rangers lead the way. And there's some Afghani National Army guys that are just like eating food, and you're just lighting up this other side.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that
I
was
definitely see
probably
that.
One of the biggest inspirations for it. I used to love playing that mission. I used to play it on repeat a few times.
Yeah. Well, it's sweet. It really like sets the tone for Modern Warfare 2.
Let me know if you want another mode.
Will do. we're gonna play it push again as the Insurgents. Yeah, Sober 317 says, also thought about Modern Warfare 2.
I'm glad it comes across quite clear where the inspirations came from.
Say again? Sorry?
I'm glad it came across pretty clear how
Yeah.
the inspirations came
No,
across.
you did
'Cause
it.
I worked on Hurt Locker. Not Hurt. I didn't work on it, sorry. Is it Hurt Locker is the film?
The movie, yeah.
Hurt Locker, Black Hawk Down, and Modern Warfare 2 are probably the main three inspirations.
What was that third one?
Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, okay, yes. Now, Hurt Locker is interesting. I only saw a part of Hurt Locker. Which area is inspired by Hurt Locker?
Mainly the final point for the security, the insurgents spawn. Sorry.
Okay, when they're
There's
trying
a
to get
few
into the
sections.
building, right?
Yeah, where the outside of the building is inspired by it quite a lot.
Alright, I'm in Alpha, and there's a guy on this other little low wall. He's right. Two of them! Oh, 2 for 1.
I'm loading.
Crap! Oh. Does anyone want to help me? Does anyone want to help me on Alpha? Would that be fun? Would that be nice for everyone? Crap. Another question. When is the competitive system coming, and what game modes are going to be included? The competitive system, we're not talking about when it'll be coming just yet. It's something that we're working on now. What we're working on now, I can tell you, is back-end stuff. Improving the stats, getting matchmaking working, getting ranking working, making a UI that fits with the competitive stuff. So that's what we're doing first. And as far as the next part, like what modes will be supported, that is stuff that we're going to discuss more once we... Let me just peek around this corner. That's stuff that we're going to figure out once we have all the infrastructure set up. We're going to start with Firefight. We like how 5v5 Firefight plays. We might play around with modes like Ambush, you know, maybe even Skirmish. 5v5 or 6v6, 8v8, whatever. But we're going to start with Firefight. People seem to like to play Firefight competitively, and responded well when we made a comp Firefight 5v5. And it was something we also just observed from various different competitive leagues like ESL and DGL. They really liked 5v5 Firefight.
Get set up and spread out around the objective.
Aw, jeez. It was our teammate. He was lighting us up. Someone asked, what map is this? This is a map called Convoy. Thank you, Brightside, for linking it in the chat. Convoy is a PvP map that supports, right now, Firefight, Skirmish, Occupy, and Push modes. We're playing Push right now. We just lost Bravo, which is unfortunate, but it happens in Push. You know, you gotta roll with the punches, roll with the push, and they're probably coming right out from there, aren't they? They're definitely coming from right over there. Crap! I forgot, crap! I don't know the restricted zones, crap! Oh, they're on Charlie already, god damn it!
Yeah, I got to work on the restricted zones. They seem to enable really quickly.
Yeah, well, I think it was appropriate. Like, I was where I shouldn't have been. You know, looking at the map, yeah.
Get grenades in there. I'm gonna get
So I don't think it's a problem. I'm not saying it's a problem to have restricted zones. I just got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You might want to stand back for a moment.
Axe Killer says, so since this game has workshop support, is that going to affect competitive play? Are you guys able to restrict workshop content? We are able to limit and restrict workshop content. That's something we plan on doing. In all likelihood, when you play competitive, it's going to force, using a setting called SV Pure, it's going to force you to use vanilla weapons. So everybody's, and character, you know, skins and models and everything. So everybody's going to have the same, going to be on the same playing field.
easy.
It's not a big deal, it's just 10 waves.
You can get upstairs so you'll know.
Yeah, I'm coming up.
I'm gonna keep it.
I'm just watching your stream. I see that you noticed the underground tunnel.
Yeah,
That's based on feedback that I got from you guys yesterday, actually.
yeah, and that was that's cool. That's actually it was good of you to create that so quickly and do that so well. Because one of the things we talked about during the playtest was like, oh, like it feels kind of like funneled, especially for the insurgents. Like there's pretty much just one entrance, but the creation of the tunnel definitely creates a whole other avenue that you got to hold off.
Yeah.
I also really like this room, like where you actually put the cache. Which, by the way, the cache is white and it's stuck on the ground. It looks like.
Yeah,
I'm not
I need
sure
to
if that
raise it
was
up a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
You'll definitely need to hit up that mortar.
We got contact close.
I got him.
Man is very dead.
Yo, nice job with the rocket launcher.
But there's a whole variety of new entrances now, based on feedback that I got throughout the few days of playtesting.
Oh yeah? Such as what other ones? I know the cave, we were talking about the cave.
There's the main entrance, which is two doors that go straight to where the cache is. To the right, if you're looking at the building, on the right-hand side, there's a door going through the lower entrance and upstairs. And then
From outside, I'm a little afraid to look out, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh, next to where the green building is where it is.
Sorry for freaking out there. No way. No
And then there's a house and the underground tunnels.
Right.
They
Oh,
both
shit.
lead underground, or underground and upstairs.
Okay. Oh, I see the greenhouse now. I was looking in the wrong direction. Guy got a fucking pistol. Thinks he's tough. Well, I gotta say, gang, we're doing pretty well.
7 waves.
Do you have any plans to create a soundscape for this, custom soundscape? It
Oh,
does
definitely.
sound okay. Cool.
It's I know it's very quiet at the moment, but I've been focusing so much on the
Right,
gameplay
yeah,
and
you wanna.
optimization.
This is, and again, like for people who weren't here earlier, this is still in beta, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're focusing on gameplay and layout and design and blockout first. That's why so much stuff is untextured, you know. Shit.
Yeah, that is
Jeez.
exactly it, actually.
I gotta reposition a little bit so I can still hit that door.
That's the way that you wanna. Fucking A. Get out of my house, dude.
Well, I feel like if you make it a pretty map but it doesn't play well, it's not worth playing on.
Of course, yeah. Well, they're in. Oh, good try, good try.
Yeah. Okay. GG.
This is a good holdout.
I tried to hold them off going to.
GG.
We did all we could.
Sorry.
Anthony asks, guys, why M203 can't blow up weapon caches when they'll fix it? Oh, it can. You just, grenade launchers have a minimum arming distance, as Brightside, our moderator and one of our animators, says, so they don't blow up unless you fire them further. Something that exists in real life, too. It's like a safety thing. Actually asks, what's the plan for the next big update and any plans for new weapons? We got some cool stuff cooking. We're not talking about it just yet, but I think you'll be pleased to see some of the things that we're working on. I can tell you a couple of the things that are not secret that we're working on, and that would be we're expanding the comp stuff. Like I said, we're expanding the infrastructure of that. Lua scripting support for better mod support, where you can actually through Lua is a scripting language, and through that you can create more interesting mods and such. More flexibility, I should say, in whatever kind of mod that is you want to create. Also a new map, Dry Canal, from the map contest of which Zels was speaking earlier. Dry Canal is being worked on by Brian Birnbaum, who made Candigo, who's working with us now, and he is going to touch that up. He's actually done a really good job. You guys might recall that Dry Canal was not very well optimized because it was just such a big map and super cool. It's like an awesome Iraqi city, more open, kind of like Convoy is, you know. But it
I'm a sharpshooter. I'm here to take out some Americans.
just take care of that. But yes, it's much more optimized now.
I'll be interested to see how you all did that, actually.
Oh, definitely. And if you want, you can even hop on the beta branch now and check it out. We're still working on it, of course. It's going to see some more changes, but Brian did a good job. Is doing a good job. Looking good, looking good. Hey, Mike, watch my back, please. I'll watch here. Ex Nihilo, Mike Smith is one of the other developers on Insurgency, and he's currently watching my back. Crap. Hold on. Ah, crap. Blah. He's in the smoke. Where is he? Burn it, Mike. He's somewhere in that smoke.
Any relation to Young Lean?
By the way, guys, if I miss any of your questions, we do have a question and answer period at the very end of the stream. And during... Shit. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh, crap! Ah! Oh no, I detonated a Molotov. Right on the point.
Oh, that was me. That was me getting you right there.
You killed me? You're a dirty, dirty security team member?
Yeah.
What are you doing in my country, man?
Well, just following orders, that's all.
Just following orders, huh? Oh, there's the moving tank. And we can blow that up, but I've only got a smoke grenade, so I can't blow it up.
I might see if I can get it working, actually. I've got all the sprites set up for it to actually fire. I just need to get the entity to actually damage the player.
Oh, that would be interesting. Because it blows out a wall, doesn't it?
Not currently, no.
Is that something that you could do?
Definitely, yeah. It is just a case of, like, making sure the security team doesn't abuse it, just like the mortars aren't get abused. You've
actually got, like, a double difficulty here, because you're trying to block out would be what you would say, block out the map to be balanced and, like, make sure the timing is good and, you know, like, push is hard to balance. You want to make sure it works and nobody gets to one point too quickly or anything. Plus, you have tanks and bridge layers and stuff rolling around. You got to make sure none of that is inappropriate. And making a tank that can kill players, just, you know, is another challenge. Yeah,
it really is.
But it should, you know, as long as you're disciplined about the way you trigger its movement and stuff, it should be fine. Because it's not like it's gonna freely target and kill players. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
Yeah, it'll just be focusing on killing walls, not players.
Yeah.
OmniBloke asked, waiting for Source 2 to come out before coming out with big announcements, Mikey? Now, I'll tell you straight up, we don't have any plans for Source 2. So you can take that one home and put it in your cupboard and be like, that's something.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see that guy earlier? He was
Dreams says, make Free and Vietnam expansion pack. The game will certainly become more basal, recognizable, and familiar. I'm not sure what you mean by basal. There are actually a few Vietnam maps on the workshop now. 3 of them made by Chief, and I think there's some others that are still in development, like one by RC Man, another community map maker. I don't know if it's on the workshop yet, but there are 3 done by Chief C, who's one of our big map makers, and he... I'm in the restricted zone again. But yes, they were from a mod, which has since canceled development, called Born to Kill Vietnam mod, but you can still play the maps in regular Insurgency. League of Bronze says, suggestion, rent... Sorry, we about to say something?
I was going to say I'm moving up on the tank.
Oh, cool. You're getting a positive response, by the way. Mike Smith says, fun map. Rayhawk says, fun map. People are having a fun time on your fun map. Oh, shit.
I'm glad to hear that. Even
You should
if
be.
it is still a beta.
Hey, tell me a little bit about yourself, Zels, Ben. What do you do? Are you a student? Are you trying to pursue level design as a career? And what other games have you worked on?
You pretty much nailed it. I am actually a student, and I do plan to do level design in the future as a job. But I have worked on a few other things, mainly games like Gary's Mod. I've done a few commissioned roleplay maps for servers.
Really?
But nothing really big, to be honest. I think this is probably the biggest and best map that I've worked on so far.
Hey, if you were commissioned, if you were sought by somebody and asked to do something, did they pay you?
Yeah, they did actually.
Yo, they paid you, man. Don't sell
Yeah, it was a
yourself
good,
short, is what I'm
good
saying.
Experience. Getting paid for doing something you like.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, that's really cool. So that was with Hammer or with Gary's mod, right? You made levels. Have you made levels using any other source mods or source games, or even Gold Source?
Not Gold Source, but it has been Counter-Strike Source Global Offensive. I did a little bit for Left 4 Dead 2, but I didn't release any projects for it. I got a bit too overambitious with it and had to cut back.
Yeah, that's something that'll happen with any creative project, really. You definitely gotta know your limits.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a friend who was using RPG Maker for the first time. And he's like, oh, I want to create this story, and I want to have all these interconnected scripts and stuff, and it's going to be really awesome. And I was like, those are all great ideas, but, you know, there's something that there's something we call feature creep, right? You can't have too many ideas.
Yeah.
But that's an important part of the learning process, you know. I think I was telling Wader last stream, something that one of the other level designers told me is that your first map is going to suck. Like, there's no ambiguity in it. Like, it's going to be hard, and it's a learning process.
I can certainly agree with that, actually. I released some maps, I don't know, 6 years ago, and it was the first few maps I ever made. I thought they were godlike at the time, and I quickly realised they weren't. You do learn. But the only way of improving is by continuing and pushing on with the experience.
I think after this, you want to try a skirmish? Does that sound okay?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. You know what I love, Zels?
What?
The AC556.
Definitely.
I had a little love affair with the M14 when she came out in June 2014, along with Sinjar on workshop support. But, you know, I always come back.
Where have we got mortars coming in?
Oh, crap. Right on the point. On Alpha, like in the canal, in the wadi, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I keep forgetting you're on the other team as well. I should probably try and switch so I'm not relaying important information like I just did.
Oh, crap. I shot around that guy, Looney Tunes style. Fucking Yosemite Sam at Alpha. Damn it. Yeah, it looks like the teams are even now, but that's okay. I'll just be mindful of that. So how long have you been mapping, then? It sounds like you've been across a lot of different games.
I first looked into it about 10 years ago, but mainly been doing it on and off for about 8 years.
And it was with Source, right? That you started?
Yeah, Source all the time.
Okay. Which is quite a beast.
I should expand, but I do really like Source.
Hey, it's what people have been using. Like, this engine is like it's getting old, like it's no secret, but there's a reason why so many people have used it. That being said, it is old, and like, yeah, you know, it came out in 2003, and that's one of the reasons why, of course, you know, we decided with our new project to go with a new engine, you know. Time to learn something new.
Definitely.
What other engines interest you as far as level design?
Mainly Unreal. I'm actually really excited to pick it up in university soon.
Oh, cool. So how does that work with university? Do they have classes specifically like learn Hammer, learn Unreal, you know?
Not at the moment. I'm a first year student, so it's a bit all round really. We've been doing a bit of everything, so a bit of animation, a bit of drawing and modelling. But the second year is when we get to specialise, and that's when I'll be focusing on the level design.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're not 1 step ahead of the game. You're 10 steps ahead of the game because you've been doing it for 10 years, and you already know what you'll specialise in. I'll definitely do. Like, as we were saying, like, it's a learning process, and why would you or anybody else be an exception? You know. So that's something that you'll be able to leverage. And show your professors like, oh, I've already made this sweet map, no big deal. And all these other maps.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm so glad just to be able to work on it as much as I am already.
I'm liking these caves, but I'm in the caves in a different section. It's quite cool. There's a little fire, but not a big deal.
I'm glad you like it.
I like how dirty you made them. There's just shit everywhere. There's just like boxes and barrels and water, and it's like a combination of natural, and then you get to the cement part, and then that brings you up, and then I think right here. Oh no, it's in a different section. Then it goes back to being a natural cave as you go up some like scaffolding, basically.
Yeah. The initial idea for it was to be a sewer, but I'm not actually that good at texturing sewers.
Shit. It looks more like it looks like it was man-made, you know, but like temporarily made, you know, like it looks like the insurgents built it as part of their like they were holding on to the city and they had a few months to dig in, so they built some tunnels. Wow, what is going on right there?
Be aggressive, guys. Get in on that objective.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
That's gonna be the newest hit.
Yep.
Beats anything on TV nowadays, am I right? Q. Reloading! I'm reloading! I'm gonna throw a flash through this doorway, man.
Do it, ready. Get on it.
We are taking Bravo.
Need help on Bravo now. Hello? Please help me. Where?
Rip Mike.
Oh, there you are. Venom was coming to save me.
Might be your microphone's a bit loud.
If anyone has any questions,
Yeah, I
in the
realize
chat,
that. I'll try to
would
turn
be
it down
glad to
later.
Answer them as well. I am reading the chat as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions about the map, Zos will be happy to answer them. Yes.
Flames behind you. Work, guys.
Okay, what does this sound like? Does this sound loud or quiet? Cool. Does it sound different? It should sound lower.
Charlie, watch it.
A little bit lower, I'd say.
Only a little? It's 90% lower. Wow.
It sounds really good to me.
Okay.
It's definitely an improvement from before.
Okay. Let me know if it's weird again,
No hostiles at Charlie.
please.
Some guy just got shot from these doors over here.
I think I got him. Nope, there's two. Yep. Good shot.
I got him.
Nice.
Alright, let's go through the tunnels here.
Yeah. We got Bravo. We got Bravo. We got Charlie. Now we gotta go.
Yeah, this leads right up. I've got
Yeah, correct, yeah.
M203, so if you get me in there, I can blow it from range.
Right. Look out. Now they're down the tunnel. They're definitely there. By that I mean they're definitely at this next ramp. Yep. Okay, slow it down a little bit. Don't gaggle fuck. Don't bunch up now.
Keep it tight, guys.
Does anyone have any grenades?
I'll throw smoke down.
I got
Do
an
it.
M203. You want me to put one up there?
Yeah, please. Ah, right there. Grenades. Are there any grenades? Hey, RC man. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Can we get more help in the tunnels, please? I definitely still need help in the tunnels. Ah! Oh well, we had.
Did you get got?
I got fucking got, dude. They got me.
Yeah, we got about 3 or 4 guys holding on the right side.
Yeah,
I would be
you just,
surprised
like,
if you managed to push through
all
so
knew
easily.
about that tunnel, cause it's just like, this is. I feel like this is appropriate because.
Oh, you could say we fucking borrowed on mates.
Nice. That was something.
God damn it.
That was pretty swag.
It was something beautiful.
Our tactical approach downstairs in the cave.
It certainly will be interesting to see how the other modes actually play so well, or not.
Yeah,
I've
because
been working on push mainly, but Skirmish has had like 1 or 2 tests, but not on this version.
Right, push is definitely what you've primarily tested, but we're gonna check out all of them. I'm on the Insurgents. If you wanna come over.
Okay, I'm on.
Okay, cool. What squad?
I'll just join your squad.
Okay, I'm the bomber. Boom. I'm gonna use my IED. Are there dynamic vehicles on skirmish? Hey, I'm loading.
There are, but they don't push across the bridge. It's only set up for push at the moment. It will be changing though.
I'm using the artillery. Oh, okay. You get to use the artillery.
Sorry about that.
No apologies. You created it. You should use it.
Well, I tried to use it effectively without wasting it straight away, because they don't usually
Right.
get to it as soon as you press it.
And you have no idea whether you killed anybody because there's no kill feed on this server.
No.
Now, what if there was a kill feed? What would it say? Killed by environment?
It would just say trigger killed name. Brightside's saying that I'm a bit too loud. You might want to bump your volume up a little bit.
Sorry that you're too loud? Hold on, let me look at it.
Yeah.
Okay. How about now? Oh, let me turn that up a little more. Okay, I should be a lot louder now. How does this sound?
Yeah, it sounds better on my end.
Okay.
To answer your question, Chief, a lot of it was testing myself, and a lot of it was just compiling for 15 minutes to test and then redo every time. But if you're interested in the vehicles and the mortars, I will be releasing them once Convoy is finished as
Nice.
prefabs.
And which vehicles are those?
I have the bridge, the main M1 Abrams, once I get that working and firing. And I'll be releasing the model for the animated helicopter as well.
When you said bridge, you mean the bridge layer, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's sweet. So when you release those, that means anybody who wants to can put it into their map.
Definitely, yeah.
Awesome. And that's the right idea, so good for you. How will
I'm
you be
glad to hear
releasing
it.
them? How will you distribute them?
I'll put them up on the workshop as just prefabs, so that people can download them, but they'll be on other websites such as INS Maps or Game Banana.
Cool. And how did you create them, by the way? I know the Abrams is ours. The bridge layer I don't believe is ours, though. Is that like something you made
the
with
bridge-
brushes?
Yeah, it is actually brushes.
Okay.
Brushes and about
Yeah.
6 funk doors, each having
That's awesome.
Yeah, even the Abrams is it's not actually an animated model. It's just 2 dynamic props and then about 6 doors set to change the parent going between the prop each time.
Nice work.
You could definitely
just-
get creative with a bridge layer.
Yeah, I'm happy to release them because I know it took me a good few weeks just to be able to learn how to do it.
Yeah, it's
And
the right.
just the
It's
constant testing.
right. It's the right idea, you know. Did you say you could distribute them through the workshop as well?
I'll put maybe 2 dev map or 1 or 2 dev maps up, and then people can decompile them as well.
Cool. That was weird.
Sorry, I'm just dead game for a moment. Checking out that workshop, matey. Yo, I'm gonna push for their cache up the right flank. If anyone would like to come in. Alright, I've got an IED, so. Alright, my plan's to get all the way on the right flank and go under the bridge. We'll see how this works out. Because there's a little tunnel you can take.
Yeah, I know. Someone would push forward to.
We're doing a pretty good job, but we don't have any... Oh wait, no. I see we lost Echo. Never mind. Can't get discouraged, though. Gotta keep a positive attitude.
Works down these stairs.
Because what does a positive attitude bring us, Zells?
Lots of kills. And capturing
Correct. And a win.
players. And that, yeah.
Did we get 'em?
And good vibes. I'ma cut you, says lol, executed. Yeah, like, I came into the hall, and it's some security guy saying, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some backup right here, where this Hunter... Okay, oh, it's Hunter. Where Hunter just was. He was just standing in the corner calling for backup, and we just kind of met eyes, and I was like, that's interesting.
Looking at Mikey.
I'm dead. How you looking at me?
No, it's because
Yeah, you spilled the beans.
they may have
You
heard.
ratted on us.
Oh, you think I'm a... You're accusing me of being the informant, is what you're saying.
Nah, it's okay. No, guys, let's stop. We should create a divide amongst ourselves.
You know what? I think I am accusing you of being the informant. Oh, you
Don't create a divide, god damn it.
That was a really
Oh.
thing to say.
Oh,
GG.
this is a good round. This is a good round. That felt pretty good, I think, as far as balance goes.
Giving away expired cookies.
Yeah.
Exactly the kind of-
Nobody wants your expired Filipino cookies, man.
Okay. I'm just saying, we're not going to try that plan, right? We're not
Oh,
going to go
no.
under.
Definitely not. That's definitely
Yeah, that
not
was,
what I'm
we
gonna do.
learned that was a horrible idea. Oh, we have the mortars.
Now, the insurgents are the only ones that get access to the mortar, right?
They do get it primarily first,
Alright, well,
but the security forces can capture them.
Right, yeah.
Or just use them when
Of
you
course,
get to 'em.
especially on skirmish, it makes sense, because, like, it's sort of non-linear.
Yeah.
MLG Lenny 420, which is a great name, asks, "Is it weird hearing your own voice in the game?" I get asked this a lot, actually. No, it's not weird for me. I'm pretty used to it. I've been doing voiceover for a while on like a bunch of different games and stuff, and I've been doing voiceover with Insurgency for a while. So to me, it's just like a part of the world. The only thing that was weird for me is if like people spam the radio, to just for like what is obviously supposed to be comedy. That feels a little weird because I feel like I'm being used. Let's take a load
When did
off.
you actually start? When was your first big project
That's
working
better.
as a voice actor, actually? Because I remember hearing you back in Underhill.
take some deep breaths, relax.
Yeah. I think I guess Underhill was probably my whoa. Ooh. Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
I just like I rounded the corner thanks to Kate, I'm alive. But I rounded the corner and I just like met eyes with the security guy. I saw everything I would have seen everything about his face if it weren't for the mask he was wearing. Could I identified him years later and his son if I ever met him. Oh jeez. That was harrowing. What were we saying? Yeah, I started out doing voiceover and I was mostly doing a lot of. Oh, there I go. Every time I talk about it, I encounter an enemy. I did a bunch of different amateur mod and game projects. Underhell, which was a Half-Life 2 mod, which, as you were saying, you're familiar with. That was like my first really big one. I did a bunch of voices there, like 8 of them. And that's actually how I got involved in Insurgency. Because the creator of Underhell, Jeremy Falcon-Prey, he, actually, hold on one
He's one of the
second.
level designers now, isn't he? I was talking to him earlier. He was actually him doing solo level design for Underhell was actually one of the big inspirations why I picked level design back up after leaving
Really?
it for a few years. Yeah.
Yeah, he and I got hired together, sort of. Not like as a package deal, but by that I mean around the same time. He comes up to me, he says, "Oh, Mikey, there's this awesome game in early access. It's called Insurgency." This is like April 2013, I think. And no, it must have been later. It must have been October. Yeah, that makes more sense. October, because I joined the team in November. And he's like, "Oh, I really like it," because, you know, we like shooters. And he made Underhell, and I had done voiceover for Underhell, so we had been playing like various different shooters together since then. And he told me to check it out, and I did. And he's like, "And there's no voiceover. Like, you should apply and do voiceover." So I sent him an email, and they said, "Hey, we like your stuff. Do you want to do everyone?" And I was like, "Okay." So I just started working on a couple different voices, a couple different accents, and I voiced everybody and wrote all of it too, which is very unconventional, but it's been very cool. And through that, I got other voiceover work commercially, doing a couple games here or there. Black Mesa was another big one. Insurgency and Black Mesa are the big like commercial voiceover stuff that I do.
Well, that's fantastic.
Shotgun's great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it's been really cool. I like doing it a lot, and I especially like what we did with Insurgency's voiceover because of all the freedom that I was trusted with by the team. It's really cool, and that's something that you get when you work with a company like Neural Interactive, small like indie team. Is like you get trust to work on stuff. I always make a point to mention this. Like, it's pretty unconventional that one person does all the voices, all the writing, and directs himself. So that you don't really find at other games, you know, in other games.
Yeah.
And when you do that, like, a lot of creativity comes out. And I was given the freedom to experiment, and that's why Insurgency's VO sounds as it does today.
That's fantastic as usual. As
Thank
ever.
you.
I'm moving to Alpha. Okay, we are taking Bravo.
One Bravo, I could do with some backup.
No problem.
On my way. Thanks, guys.
They destroyed Echo.
I'd say this feels pretty good. I think skirmish feels all right so far. You know, we've really only just started, I suppose.
If we destroy Alpha, then
Yeah.
you know we're gonna have all the
It seems odd how they keep destroying our cache.
Yeah, that is a concern. It's only been 2 rounds, but I wonder if Echo is like too exposed or something.
Plus we got another
Where is Echo? I don't see the destroyed
It's
location.
on the left-hand side of the security spawn. By the green building, actually.
The left-hand side of the
it's in that
security
direction.
spawn? Don't you mean insurgent spawn?
Yeah, insurgent spawn. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
that's okay. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
you
We
can-
got
you
there.
can get access to it straight away if you just turn to the left.
Yeah, next round I'll have to pay closer attention. Because that would be... It seems like we're you know, sparring each other, going back and forth for the points, but they are consistently destroying our Echo.
Yeah. I'm thinking that they might be using the tunnel from Delta to get to it quite quickly.
Oh, good point. And I'm sorry, you said that the vehicles, did you say they do move? Because I'm seeing the bridge layer is just there. Do they freeze there? Do they ever progress?
On skirmish, they do not progress. I'm actually thinking maybe I should set them up on a timer on other game modes that aren't push or checkpoint to get them working as they just go throughout.
I could go either way with it. It does lend itself well to the symmetry of it to not have them move, you know? I don't know how... Yeah, I remember we talked about this last night or the night before, didn't we? I don't know how it would, how well it would work, you know? Like to have tanks pushing through, because the points are switching so often, unlike in push, where it's It's just, you know,
Seems logical that they would move up to the checkpoints.
yeah.
When we get back up, we gotta move.
They're coming for you, Squishy.
He can't hear us, but we gotta go defend Charlie.
Okay.
If we respawn.
Oh, yeah. We will respawn.
We just lost Charlie.
Shit, what are you...
How come I'm out?
Nice. Get him. Get him.
So, they'll be spawn killing us.
This is just became skirmish.
We've taken Delta.
Which I
You're
don't
right.
know.
Mortars, mortars!
Overrated.
Someone's used them.
Nice.
Watch out. They could be dropping outside our spawn.
Yeah, they're right outside our spawn. Careful, guys. You're running right through the mortars. No, we lost one.
Ooh! If you don't know how to use it, god damn it, if you don't know how to use it, don't use it.
So did someone get hit by the mortars?
Squishy's dead.
Yeah, I think we kind of fucked ourselves a bit a little there.
They could have activated it, not us.
I think that mortar was pretty bad.
Damn. Good guy.
Good round.
I fucking tried so hard. GG.
My god, what a fucking nonsense. Like, Mr. Hands is a god.
Mr. Hands, yeah, he's a hero.
Damn it.
We got this. We got this.
We got the mortars, so we can only
Can't let those
fucking...
American bastards win. Come on.
Don't use the mortars straight away, guys, because they actually don't reach their objective for like 5 or 10 seconds.
I don't mean that
Oh,
physical
it's
Americans. I
red
mean
now, but it
the
does still
security
work, by the
force.
way.
Well, I'm going to I'm still trying to go and get Alpha.
I say we go into that, you know, that little tunnel. And camp.
That's a good idea because they're definitely using that tunnel.
Yeah, well, we know they come from there. If they push it forward, they get through the tank, and that's how they got Delta.
We're taking Charlie.
Not the most perfect.
Ah, crap. Okay, no more shotgun.
I'm reloading. Reloading.
We've just secured Charlie.
Enemy spotted southwest of me.
They are definitely all around that tunnel. I got
Yeah, they love the tunnel. That's why they keep destroying Echo. I'm gonna defend Echo.
Yeah, they have under the...
Well, you know what? I'm gonna offensively defend Echo.
Yeah, we fucking
Yeah,
exploited
you know where it
that
is now, don't you?
Yeah, now I know what you mean. And yeah, I think it does seem like they kind of have a straight path to it.
Got a Molotov, I really don't like
And whereas we really don't with Alpha. Alpha's pretty hard to get at. Like getting through that fucking river, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'll
maybe-
certainly have to increase the difficulty of getting to Echo.
Yeah, maybe moving up Alpha. I don't know. Like it's I'm not sure. But I would be the first thing I try because I don't know where else you could put Echo. You know, so maybe making Alpha a
Yeah.
little easier to access would be the solution.
I could try putting it maybe in one of the ruins inside the river itself, but or
Yeah.
maybe a small underground route like how we have in push mode. I could make a small connector because I do feel maybe the stairs are a bit of a death zone for the security forces.
I'd be more in favor of that, the latter, because I think with. Well, I'm going through the tunnels now. Shit. Fuck.
Alright, I'm gonna push from the...
I'm more in favor of that than putting it in the river because I feel like the river would be like way too exposed. You know, like
yeah, I think
might-
one
you mi-
RPG from the offensive
Exactly.
would be a bit easy.
I was gonna go to...
Yeah, or multiple if even if it were behind cover, like 1 or 2 might be able to do it.
Yeah.
I want to...
I just saw you slide under the garage door.
Did you?
I'm glad that you used it because I
Pretty
actually changed
slick.
the height of it.
For
Yeah, I
tool it out
increased
for
the height
that
of-
specifically.
Sorry?
Tool it out for sliding specifically.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, before you bump your head and you get stopped by it. It
Yeah.
used to be prone only, but I changed that.
In the barbershop, I think it is for market. You used to not be able to do that.
I thought we had more men.
I wonder if there's any way that you can better indicate where the artillery comes. We were talking about it earlier, and I definitely would encourage an exploration of that somehow, because it's a little hard to tell where. I just sent it in, and I was just kind of like, hope I got it.
I'll have to see. I know on actual like military maps, if they're gonna put a point of focus, they'll usually like just circle and exit. I'm thinking maybe I could try something like that to make it a bit more clearer. But
yeah,
well, I don't know,
that would be a good
add
start.
some symbols.
Maybe at the very least, like, draw some circles, like it could be here, here, or here, instead of just like, somewhere around here. And then, like, maybe when you activate it, the hot region actually, like, gets highlighted somehow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Actually, I'm looking to see maybe if I can do it about how Black Mesa Source did it. They have there's a small artillery section where you have to blow up a radio station, I believe, and it collapses, breaking a wall. Something similar. And you can freely fire the mortars. I'm actually going to see if I can see how they did that. Maybe create something similar on Insurgency.
Mm.
Dude, you could see him, McMahon.
Oh, damn it.
Come on, Hughie. Come on, Hughie. We're all thinking about it. We're all thinking you should just go.
Hello.
Hey, Jeremy. We have a surprise guest now. We're joined by the person of whom we were speaking earlier, Jeremy Falcon Prey, MXD, one of the level designers on Insurgency, and the original creator of Underhill. When we were talking about it, I dropped him a message and let him know he could come in. He's compiling a map right now, so he won't be able to play with us, but he's here in TeamSpeak with us. So everybody say hi to Jeremy.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, I'll hop in as soon as this map is done, but it is taking a little bit of a while.
Right, right. And then we can get your thoughts on Convoy.
Oh, I've been looking at the stream. It looks very big and dense.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, and that was something we were talking about earlier. Is like it was so dense that there was some performance issues, but I feel like that's been resolved. I think it's running better now than last time I play tested 2 or 3 beta versions ago, and I'm on a different computer, and there's more players, and I'm streaming at the same time.
Yeah, I believe that one of the main issues that was being caused by was the use of the reeds. I forget what the entity was called. They're not props. They're foliage, INS foliage. They seem to really drain my FPS. So I removed a lot of them and just put them in like outer areas.
Okay, yeah. Does that make sense to you, Jeremy?
It makes sense. Mostly there's bots running because bots actually, the foliage affects their vision, so they basically fire a bunch of I forgot how it's called, ray tracers to detect visibility for the bots. But as far as actual performance for rendering, I don't think it should be that heavy. Pange does fine, it has a lot of them. It depends how much you have. If you have 1,000, then yeah.
Yeah, I had like, I don't know, 50 before, and I've reduced it down to maybe about 6.
Oh, that's
Maybe
a big
7.
reduction. If you look on
Yeah.
Pange, for instance, there's a lot of reads. There's probably at least 50.
Oh, nice.
Good round. Good round. Yo, comeback kids. Comeback insurgents right here. Comeback kid.
Yeah. No.
So speaking of bots and ray traces and shit, tell us a little bit about your plans with co-op for this map, Zills.
I'm gonna be making basically a brand new version of co-op, a bit how you guys did Market, where you basically open and close a lot of the routes.
Right.
around that.
Actually, a lot of checkpoint maps have that, and have had that.
Well, that's the aim of the map, really. I'm gonna section off part of the security team and make them go up towards the insurgent spawn, and if possible, get them to have like a hold point up there, and then work their way back through the offices to get back to the security spawn.
Right.
Be interested to see how I do it though, because I haven't worked too much on it.
How would you feel about another co-op mode like Conquer?
On sector.
Because what
I
you're
would-
describing was
I would
checkpoint,
absolutely
right?
do it. Yeah, I was talking about checkpoint, but I would
Right.
absolutely do it.
Yeah, because, you know, the way we designed Conquer is, like, non-linear, and it's kind of like Firefight, you know? And, you know, Skirmish or skirmish, you know, because there's caches and objectives to capture. And skirmish feels alright. This feels pretty good for a map that's supposed to be like a linear convoy vehicle push through. There's definitely hold on. Busy hallway. For a push map, a map that has all these cool elements in push, it works very well as skirmish and firefight.
I would say that one of the pluses of Conquer is that it's actually really easy to set up for modders.
That too.
Yeah, in Checkpoint where you have to basically, if you want to do it very specific and scripted, you have to put a lot of effort into placing the enemies, placing the objectives, placing defenses, sometimes closing off roads, etc. But for Conquer, you just select objectives that might be shared with a PvP, and then the game itself spawns the bots using the new nav spawn system, so you don't have to worry about anything. You just place the objectives and the game takes care of the rest.
Nice. I was actually asking Mikey about that on Steam, I think, about like how, or last stream, how you got the nav working, but I didn't really know until now.
Oh, well, making the nav is a whole new other subject. Making the map and the scripts itself is easy, but making the nav is something that sometimes takes a little bit of a, yeah, like, you know, polishing.
Effort.
Yeah.
But once you get it set up, and this was our intention with like the way we made the bots do nav mesh spawning. Once you get it set up, like it's nice and it works way better than before. Like it was a pain in the ass to have all these different map versions and to be fumbling around with spawn points for the bots. But setting up the nav mesh, the way the new bot AI works, the way we're still developing it to make it work better, and the way they spawn, like it's all through the nav mesh, and it means we have fewer map versions and it just makes things cleaner. What's up?
Yeah,
What is it? What is it? What do you want?
One map for outpost, one map for hunt, one map for night and day, one map for co-op.
Yeah.
We have like 6 or 7 different versions of pretty much every map, and now we only have day, night, and co-op.
Right, and co-op is not for all co-op; it's just for Checkpoint.
Yeah, because
so
it's more specific.
Right, we actually, because you know, as you were saying, like in Market, we block different shit off, but in the co-op, the other co-op versions, Hunt, Outpost, Conquer, and Survival, we actually use the PvP versions.
Oh, okay.
So that'll, you know, and that's something that.
Well, it cut the file size in half.
Yeah, it really did. The game was significantly smaller all of a sudden, and again, like it was cleaner. Like it made more sense to do it this way. Because our whole thing is like we want our map to work in like in every mode that we support, you know, including co-op, and now we could finally do that. That was months ago that we did that, and we're still improving the AI, we're still improving the nav mesh spawning, and the way the AI navigate that nav mesh, and how smartly they fight you.
I'm actually working on a night version soon, actually, as well. I'd be very interested to see what people think of the night version.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I always encourage nighttime.
Yeah, the original Convoy, when I designed it back in 2014, was actually night version only.
Oh, really?
And it was one of the few maps that focused mainly on the nighttime period. I don't think it actually worked out in my favor in the end, though.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to do nighttime maps. It's
yeah, it certainly is.
Especially like if that was your first, you know.
Yeah, it actually was my first night map.
Your first map in general, you mean? Or your first night map?
Well, for Insurgency and
right, sorry, yeah.
For nighttime as well. It was a good learning experience, though.
Of course.
I got some of the judges to give feedback and actually record the feedback as well to show me what I did right and wrong.
They have to spread themselves out in that 4 objectives.
Yeah, I was talking.
I'm in combat as well.
No, dude, trust me, I go through it every week. There's no worries. You're being very coherent, and I understand everything you're saying. Jeremy was the one who told me your first map is gonna suck, and that's something that I've told any level designer who's been like, oh, my first map wasn't very good. I should have done a better job. Like, no, like it's a part of it.
Yeah, you're not gonna be the next Michelangelo without a bit of training.
It's like saying, first time I got on a bike, man, I sucked. I was just falling over. Bikes just really weren't for me. Nobody knows how to ride a bike right away.
I don't remember which was my first. Oh no, yes I do.
Oh yeah. Go on.
Actually... It was actually called the house, but it had nothing to do with Underhill.
The house is a level in Underhill. For those who don't know, it's the hub, and it's scary. It's a spooky place. What was this house like?
There were just a bunch of combines and zombies from Half-Life 2.
Okay, so it wasn't the house. It was just a house. A
Yeah,
house.
it was also
Gotcha.
called the house. I don't know. I like houses. They're creepy.
By the way,
I gotta admit, I actually really love the actual house in Underhill. It's actually the fact that you got so many like random events and timing them for when the player can see it. Like, I go back to it sometimes. I just admire it.
Thanks. It was fun.
I can't imagine how long you tested it for.
Yeah, I play tested it a lot, and I'm not good with scary games, so I'll be very upfront with everybody who's listening right now. And I'll be an honest man, because that's what a good man is. I get scared very easily in horror games. So I remember playing with Jeremy and playtesting, and I remember cursing his name at some points for scaring me too good.
The funny thing is, since the events were random, I couldn't even.
Yeah, it's not like he was responsible, really. He could warn me, you know. Like, it wasn't like he let it happen. He made it happen in a way, but not deliberately. I'm thinking of there's one in particular where I remember I there weren't many where I like physically reacted. Like like if something really scares you, you jump, you startle. There was one that really did it for me in the house, and I don't want to say which one it was, but it really got me.
Even small ones, I know not many people know about it because I didn't find out about it until a good like year or two after. Emily standing in the bottom corner of the basement stairs, the outside basement stairs.
Funny you called her Emily.
Interesting you called her Emily.
Well,
Yeah.
Is it you call her Emily? I'm not really sure.
No, that's in Night House too.
Yeah.
You're talking
I
about
remember you shared
her.
the model in the past.
Nice.
So, it kind of stuck with me when I played it with my friends.
Which map do we want next, by the way? What would you like to try next? Firefight? Occupy?
It's up to you, really.
I'd suggest Firefight, but it's all good, whatever. Whatever, man. Woo! Woo! Alright, here it is, boys and girls. The tiebreaker. Yeah.
It seems pretty balanced so far. I'm actually really glad about that. We haven't had a straight out victory for one or the other team.
Like I said, man, like for a linear push map, it feels pretty good. By the way, OmniBloke says that he likes the map, and I'm hearing a lot of speech in the chat. A guy who was playing earlier, Squishy, said he also thought it was a good map.
I'm glad to hear people like it. It's gone through too many iterations. If I can talk properly, iterations. Sorry. The entire map's changed in pretty much every area.
I'm just answering. Somebody actually asking the chat about Ambush as well, because they'd like to see it.
Yeah, it's not in at the moment. I did try and work on it, but I think I screwed up the tick.
Oh, you did.
Somewhere.
You did plenty already. I'd be curious to see how well that works.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but I don't like the RPK. I think it's for scrubs.
As far as the co-op goes, I'd say try Conquer first, you know, and then go from there, because Conquer's easier to set up, and you'll get an idea. You might get some ideas of how you would want the flow to work.
Yeah, I think I'll talk to RC Man about that a lot.
Yeah,
a few of
he could
his
definitely help you.
because they know Convoy very well. No, not Convoy. Co-op. Sorry.
Yeah, Chief and RC and Mike Hawk and all those guys done a really excellent job with a lot of different co-op maps.
I just humiliated myself on a. I threw a grenade at the cache and it just rolled out the door frame and into the room, and I got gunned down.
It happens, man. I'm sneaky. I'm not that sneaky.
And I had to sacrifice my smoke grenades.
It's a balancing factor. They don't want you to have.
I cry every time.
It's a balancing factor.
Oh my god.
I'm reading Jack is my name in the chat.
6 points.
I think I know who I'm talking to. There will be more, probably. He helped me get a few Call of Duty assets to use in this map, but I don't think I used any of them. Except for maybe some sounds.
Well, I think it's better if you don't anyway. Like, that stuff's fine as placeholders, but, you know, I at least, and we would always encourage people to make their own stuff, you know?
Yeah. Well, I initially used some destroyed helicopters from it. They're like a Russian MiG, I think. I had it on the market, but I removed it after a while because it didn't suit the actual gameplay.
And you are learning a bunch of different things at school, so you might even make your own props for your maps, because you said you're doing modeling and this other stuff.
Yeah, actually, the mortars that are in the map are actually my own custom model. I mean, they're not much, and you see them for like 0.5 of a second, but
really?
They are in there.
What, you mean the shells themselves?
Yeah, the shells themselves.
Oh, cool. Nice.
They're very low poly though, because you don't see them very long.
Right, yeah. Just as well, but that is cool. So, how much does environment art like that, prop modeling, interest you? I know your focus is on level design, but do you kind of see that as part of level design?
Yeah, I do actually. I'll model my own stuff if I need it for the map that I'm working on, but other than that, I won't really work on it too much. That's why when I spoke to I forget his name. Sorry, I'm really bad at names. From last week's stream. I offered modelling services. I'm actually looking to improve on my skills anyway, so I thought it'd be interesting.
Right.
I think it's Wader the Gamer.
Yeah, Wader the Gamer from last weekend, yes.
Yeah, I spoke to him a little bit.
Yeah, I actually remember now. We had been, you had said in the chat, and I think I relayed the message, like, oh, Zelz would like to help you out as far as creating custom models. It really adds so much to a level when you have your own art. Yeah. And that's why we encourage people to make it, is because if you just rip stuff from other games, or even if you just buy stuff from if you buy stuff from various different databases online, it's not the same, because you can often tell it's not, it looks too generalized, like it doesn't look like it fits for the map.
Yeah.
And besides, you want all the stuff to be your own anyway. MLG Lenny 420 says, "Are you talking about Chief 114?" If you're talking to me or talking about when we were talking about level designers who made good co-op maps, no, I'm talking about Chief COTF, who's one of our community map makers who makes a lot of really awesome co-op maps. He's also making PvP maps. Ah, crap! The guy with whom I just died is our C-man, and oh shit! Nice. Good stuff. Yo, let's do some firefight. Let's rock some firefight now, shall we?
You guys beat us to C by an hour.
So now we'll see if firefight feels as good as skirmish did.
I hope it does. If I'm correct, it should just be the actual objectives from A, B, and C.
Right, yeah, pretty much the same, just no Alpha and Echo caches.
Yeah, I'm checking the map. I don't see him on my actual map.
Hold on, I'm changing the level.
Wait, oh, did we just go into push?
I think we went to push by accident, yeah, but now we're on firefight.
Oh, okay. I thought I broke the TXT file for a second there.
No, you're good. So, another question for you. I know you're still working on this map, and you did a really great job, and it's looking excellent, but do you have any ideas for other maps that you might like to do? Anything that you're planning on in the future that's kicking around in your head?
I was working on some other projects that I put on hold. there was a Gary's mod conversion mod that I was working on from basically taking environments from another game called Life is Strange and recreating them and improving them from the source engine. As for like original stuff, I haven't really got that many. University kind of took up a lot of the time, so
Right.
I mean,
right.
I find it a miracle that I managed to get to this version with the little amount of time that I had.
Right.
Considering
And
we was planning to stream last week, but I had deadlines.
it's all good. And this is excellent. You know, like you've done a really bang up job. I just asked 'cause I'm curious, and I hope that I hope you stay in our community and continue to make maps with our game.
Oh, I will. The fact that I've met so many good, amazing mappers like RC Man, Chief, Toads, and a bunch more, and it's just this does feel like it has the best mapping community. Everyone is very open and just is always there to help, unlike others. Because I used to work on Counter-Strike a little bit, and people just never were receptive on the idea. Because everyone was always afraid of, like, because it's got the big mapping scene, and maps can be sold to have value themselves and get into next big projects. Everyone keeps their projects private, never tests them with other mappers. So.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense, because you're talking about CSGO, right? Because, as you say, that you can sell your map, and there's a big incentive for that.
Yeah.
And that's good. I'm flattered to hear that you feel that way, that we have a really good community of map makers. I feel that way too, of course. That's my line.
That's Firefight. That's my line, my guy. I stole it from you.
Oh, okay, you can have it.
Thank you.
But the amount of help that I've had from everyone on the mapping community so far, and especially the mapping group, it's unreal. Any problems that I had, I'd be able to talk to everyone straight away.
Is unreal. I thought you were using hammer.
Oh, that developed good.
That hurt.
Yeah.
You can see hammer is level edited. Okay.
Keep going.
Now we got it. So that round was a little quick, but, as they say, that's firefight. It could be really quick sometimes.
We have Bravo. Bravo is ours.
Crack!
Charlie is under attack.
I really like the offices that are around Bravo, because it makes the map seem even bigger to me. And I think that's because you can see so much from Bravo, because you see the main street and like the side street kind of even. And then you've got that little room with the artillery. You could actually even look out over toward the destroyed bridge. So it's cool that you have like kind of a vantage point, but it's not just like a small tower. It's like a whole second floor of the building. You have such a vantage point.
I put the radio right in front of the large window because I didn't want to make it like a one-way kind of thing for the insurgents. If they were to be able to capture that point and be able to hold it down, I feel like it would be a bit one-sided if they had the cover. So they actually have to expose themselves to use the deadly mortars.
The deadly mortars. Yeah, in fact, just last round, I think it was the round before, I encountered that. I was like, oh, perfect time to use the mortars, but I'm so exposed by the window. Oh, game balance, help. But I did manage to, I like leaped onto the table and like smashed my hand on it and then leaped off like while taking fire or something.
Yeah, I've seen many people when I was testing the previous versions like lie down or lie on top of the table and just get sniped within like 1 or 2 seconds.
Because they think like, I've got the artillery, I can't, I'm safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, what an intense firefight.
I'm moving to Alpha. I see enemy to my west.
I'm gonna try, oh, I guess I'm not gonna try. I was gonna say I'm gonna try something new and flank Bravo, but I got flanked. The Jolly Canadian asks, which server is this? I will link it right there. Free to join if you'd like. I should also say that this map is in rotation on the Quebec XXX clan server that plays custom PvP maps. That IP can be found in the Steam announcement and in the in-game news. Convoy, among many other cool custom PvP maps, can be played. Calling in more artillery. Ooh! Good round, good round.
Yeah, good game.
Tell you, dude, man, this maps is beautiful.
Amen, brother.
PvP, dude, but this is amazing.
I need to reload.
Alright, it's a lock, gentlemen. It's a lock. We just gotta keep our eyes on the prize.
We got this, Mikey, we got this.
Yes, you're right. We have this. You're not on my team, are you, Zels?
Not this time. I'll swap rounds. I'll swap over.
No, you stay over there, mister. Oh, wait, you're here. That's fine. You can stay.
I can swap back if you want me to.
No, it's okay. I was just being obstinate.
Get together. Stay close. No problem.
We are taking Bravo.
The artillery refresh, that's regardless of which radio you use, right? You can't use one artillery that run over another. Okay.
No, it's all set up on a 2-minute timer.
It's a good thing you didn't put the map also had breakable glass, because then it would just be impossible to use the artillery. Ouch.
Yeah.
I was looking at it right there before I just got shot. McMahon with the Mac. McMahon the Mac. Daruth says, gotta say, loving the streams. Some nice dev that stream almost every weekend is amazing. It really shows how true each member of the team is. Really connecting with the community as much as they can. Always making new and interesting changes to the game, even something as simple as tweaking a map or adding in a compass. It's so awesome to be a part of as you make your game better and better. I rush type, so I hope this makes sense. Daruth. That's really nice of you to say, Daruth. Thank you. We do work real hard to make sure we connect with you guys and also just develop the game in a good way, which is, you know, why we release all this free content, you know, free weapons, modes, and maps, and furthermore, why we highlight all the community content, not just with these streams, but why we have workshop support, why we have the theater system, you know. It's all very important to us, so it's very validating to hear you say that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the kind words.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to reboot my computer, because I'm having some issues here. So
Okay.
I'll be back in a bit.
Did you compile the map okay?
Nope, that's the problem.
Crap. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
See ya. Thanks for joining, dude.
Can I have this round, Mikey?
Someone's asking me, Prexel's asking, please play the revolver, Model 10. Sure, I'll use the revolver. Not only will I use the revolver, I'll use a speed loader. How do you like that? As long as we're alive.
Because they're not going anywhere fast, am I right?
It's all down to Renee. Oh! Good try, Renee.
Nice. Comeback, yeah, comeback is real, definitely.
They Call Me X says, can someone tell me how the two siege push maps are to be distinguished? I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that. Are you talking about what distinguishes siege and contact? Contact is expanded.
I don't see how I could. Okay, we are taking Bravo.
Ah,
Nice. We just took Bravo. Oh my god, it's the entire enemy team! It's not!
Okay, enemy down.
There's no ambush yet, right, Mikey?
bloodbath.
That's correct, but Zels has plans to do an ambush mode. Maybe even infiltrate and some other co-op modes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, infiltrate. Yeah, infiltrate's a good idea. It's good for this map.
Yeah, I feel like that could work pretty well. Nice headshot, Zels.
Thanks.
Do you feel bad after blowing that man's brain all out onto that wall behind him?
I just hope he didn't have a family.
Good round. Good rounds, good rounds, good game. Let's check out hey.
Karma's a bitch.
Occupy, yes. Yes, we're going to... Correct, yes. Occupy's happening. Alright, I'm an insurgent again.
I don't think I'll be able to swap to your team this time.
That's okay, I'll go to yours.
You've got one more player on yours.
That's okay, I wanna play security anyway. Don't we support? Nah, I was already support.
Security?
I'll stay support, but I'm not gonna do the stereotypical support thing. I'm not just gonna use an M249 because my dad told me that's what I was gonna do when I grew up being a member of the support family. I'm gonna use a Galil. I wanna rebel a little bit. I'm also gonna use AP rounds.
You're gonna demolish with that. Just set up in a
Sorry?
good position. You're gonna demolish with that if you set up in a good position.
Yeah, well, here's a tank. Have you ever thought about animating the treads? I gotta ask. It looks a little floaty.
I will animate them eventually, or I didn't actually animate the tank, the helicopter. One of my friends actually animated it for me. I'll see if they can do it.
Cool.
Because they know a lot more about animation than me.
It's pretty sweet that it moves, yeah, but I do have to admit that, like, it sticks out that it doesn't, the tracks don't move. because
Yeah.
you know the way Source will do a moving vehicle, it looks kind of floaty.
I agree with that.
Could you ever have a helicopter fucking crash, like fly
Actually,
around and crash?
That is actually one of the plans.
I think I remember
the
talking to you
initial
about that
ideas-
before, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're right. I did in the past. I planned for it to crash in the top floor of what Alpha is now, all the
Oh, yeah.
offices, and then, if possible, get it to land where the Black Hawk is, outside the INS spawn, just so it sort of has a reason why there's a crash talk there. I'll have to see though, because that's quite complex, and I don't really know too much about animation.
Yeah, no, true. I don't know what, I don't even know if that would be possible. But maybe Brightside can shed a little bit of light on that. Brightside's one of our animators, he's in the chat now. Describe what you want to have happen again, please.
The initial idea was to have the helicopter that's in the security spawn right now, actually flying over the spawn, and basically just fly towards the offices and then
Right.
supposedly get hit by like an RPG. Like, I'd animate myself, I'd be able to do that. And
Oh,
then
every
just spin out of
time,
control.
right? It wouldn't be
Yeah,
from a
every
player, it would be scripted, yeah. The Black Hawk
Yeah.
that was just doomed to blow up. It had no say in the matter.
Yeah.
That'd be
But basically
cool.
just crash outside the insurgent spawn.
Good cap. I'm going outside. Mama didn't raise no dummy. I'm not just running. Ah! Maybe Mama did raise a dummy. Brightside says you'd be better to do that with a track that the model itself follows instead of animating in 3ds Max and compiling it or any other 3D program.
Yeah. I'll have to see about that, because I know even getting the tanks working took a good few weeks to do. So it'll be a lot of experimentation with,
Right.
with a helicopter. Although I did already get it tilting left, right, forwards, backwards, instead of just being bog standard, just idle flat.
Hmm.
So I'll have to see about that. But thanks for the help, Brightside.
You're not the ground. You're a guy laying on it.
Yo, guys, southeast, contact! Positive frag!
Alright, we're getting Alpha.
Throwing smoke!
Yeah, planted directly on Alpha.
We just taken Alpha.
Oh, nice. Move,
Nice.
We're losing Alpha. Hostiles just took Alpha.
Now, I think that the reason we're losing now doesn't feel like imbalance. I think it's just because it's us. We're not performing well enough. Because otherwise, Bravo felt pretty balanced, and it's the same. Alpha right now is what Bravo is in Firefight and the other friggin' modes. Look out, there's a guy in this room. He's down.
Okay, I'm outside Alpha on the shops opposite it, more on their side of the map. So I should be able to cover you guys.
I got RPG. That guy was like, fuck it, I don't care.
They're shooting from the windows, so they can't hear me. Never mind.
Okay, they are hacking me.
You're getting hacked? Oh my god.
Nah,
Who would hack
teammate
you?
fired an RPG
You're
at me, it
you're but a
seems.
humble level designer.
Hey, we're taking Alpha.
Okay, here comes the smoke.
Good, we just took Alpha.
Hold it, boys. You got it. You got it, boys. Go. I mean, don't go. Don't go. Stay. It's way over here. It's coming, though. I'll be there in a jiffy. I'll be there in one jiffy.
Mikey, I'm gonna back you up.
Crap.
That's when I was about to...
Yeah, that street's pretty dangerous.
Hey, Alpha.
But hey, if he's in that street, that means he's not on Alpha, right?
The bridge. Here's the entrance or down the bridge. Try going there, Mikey. Let's go, Mikey.
Ooh, I forgot about this place.
Yes. That's why I managed to cap Alpha earlier. Fight.
Jesus! Go! Jesus!
We're losing Alpha.
You got him. You're welcome.
Frag grenade out. I've been hit. I need help. Help me. He's fucking dead.
Nice. Oh, they don't have any more waves. Defend Alpha.
Hold it down, gentlemen.
Did you got the guy?
Run the left, run the left. Careful.
This guy just got team killed.
It's on the corner of Alpha.
Hey, Alpha is under attack.
Oh, crap.
Hostiles just took Alpha.
Oh no, not like this.
Not like this. Get on it. No. No. Keep going. Keep going.
We're taking Alpha. We just ran out of reinforcements.
Do not let them contest it. We have to keep it contested on our end.
Alpha has been secured.
Nice. Okay. Now spread the fuck out. Spread the fuck out. Here, you stay here. I'm going somewhere else. Oh, my eyes! Oh, my fucking eyes! Woo! Oh, man. Is anybody else's butthole all puckered up?
Mikey's majestic voice radiance in the heavens.
That was a nice place, Snoop. That was a nice place.
So that was good. And you know why we had that good experience, Cells?
Sorry, say that again?
I said, now that was good, referring to the round. And you know why we had a good experience, Zels?
Why was that?
Because you allowed us it. Because you allowed us it. Yeah. Occupy.
I'm glad it seems pretty good so far.
Yeah, it seems good. You know, like the way we build our maps and the modes and the way you built your map is like to make them all work together, right? So like firefight, like okay, here's what I'm thinking. It's kind of like there's a rule of thumb, right? Skirmish. Firefight will work if you evenly space the objectives out, and that's also already a good framework for where your objectives should be for skirmish, plus you add some caches at the end a little further back. And as far as occupy, where should you put the occupy point? Put it in the middle. Put it in firefight bravo. It's just a good rule of thumb, and you've gone through with that, and you've proven that it works pretty well. And I gotta say, like, it's hard to balance a PvP map, so good on you for doing it.
I'm actually counting a lot of that as luck, really. We tested the last 6 versions, going from Alpha 49 to Beta 5 now. But there's been a lot of changes throughout the entire time. I have had to like manually stopwatch running times from.
Hey, that's exactly what I was a while ago. One of the first things to do with our level designers, Jeroen van Verkhoven, he made Sinjar in the mod, and he's also made it for the official map, and he's done various other maps too. That's what he says he does. He says like one of the things he'll do is he'll get into a level by himself. He'll get a stopwatch and he'll time it, and that's a really good strategy, dude. Like level designers should do that when they're making PvP maps.
Yeah, definitely. It is useful.
Yeah. Mistork says, are the shadows from the moving rotor blades due to the map being compiled with the HDR option? I recently did some testing and it seems those nice, crisp shadows from light environment entities only show up with HDR. I'm not sure about that, Zels, do you know?
I'm gonna say I think so. I'm not 100% to be honest. I was only sent the model and I've just put them in. This is compiled with HDR though.
Right.
It adds about half an hour to compile time, which is a bit of a long time.
Yeah. I gotta use this tunnel more often instead of running outside like an exposed jerk. Trigger Tits says, damn, this map is pretty badass.
I'm glad he likes it.
For people who have just joined us, or just joined us recently, my name is Michael Suros. I'm the community manager and voice actor for Insurgency. This is the official Insurgency developer live stream. Someone was asking about that before. I'm here checking out the map Convoy, created by Zels Storm, or Ben, who's sitting with us today. And we've been playing various different PvP modes on it. We're doing Occupy now. We played Push, Firefight, and Skirmish earlier. Our C-Man killed me. He team killed me, man. It's okay, man. You can't hear me.
I think I heard him say sorry in the chat.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I got him. I heard him.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
He seems really upset.
You know what? I didn't
No, it's cool, dude.
for the other map that we're playing.
Oh, so you're not sorry, are you?
We're losing Alpha.
You know, RC, you think you know someone, and then they get payback on you.
Hostiles just took out.
We were men on opposite sides of the battlefield, RC. There's no honor in the vengeance you wrought on me. I wasn't fighting for myself, I was fighting for my country. You can't hold that against me. You were doing the same damn thing.
Took Alpha.
Oh my god. Dude, that was an awesome cap. Alright.
Trigger Tits points something out. I love how Mikey says that he's going to stop running out in the open and continues to do so. Well, it's all very subjective, Trigger Tits. You see, what you consider out in the open, I consider somewhere else. I think you're being a little close-minded. Honestly, I don't think it's very fair what the judgment that you're leveling that you're leveling against me.
I don't really think you can do much about like staying in the closed area, to be honest. Especially the underpass, as I call it, the bridge. You haven't really got much choice there.
Yeah, but he's right. I should probably use the tunnel.
I've been using it quite a bit actually.
Yeah, it's good. People don't seem to use it. I'm not going to finish that sentence because then that means there'll be someone here.
I'm on Alpha.
Coming. Nice. Zills, what are you doing all the way back there? What's going on?
I'm watching them come up a lot of the time.
Camper, you sneaky camper man, aren't you?
Camping? Oh, defending. That's what I call it.
Defending. No, you're right. It's totally legitimate.
Well, we keep getting overwhelmed by them quite quickly when they come from this direction.
Yeah,
so
really.
I'm making sure they can't come up.
We're losing Alpha.
Just stabbed someone.
Oh, you got a knife kill. Nice.
Yeah.
Coming to Alpha.
Yo, we're going like back and forth on this one.
Oh shit! Sorry, Zell.
Oh, that camping son of a bitch laying right there. Oh, I'm gonna fuck him up next round. I'm gonna ruin his fucking day. Where are my grenades?
We've got hostiles attacking Alpha.
Guy's camping, man.
Oh, he won't be camping for much longer. You mean that asshole in the hallway? I'm gonna fucking bring it to him. I'm gonna show him what time it is. Alright, everybody stand back. Excuse me. Fuck you! Wait. He's not there, is he? He's not even fucking there. Ah, but you were there, weren't you? You were there, weren't you? Actually, wait, I don't know if that was the same guy.
Zell, I'm sorry for the team kill, by the way. That was my bad.
Gotcha.
Right behind you,
Yo, watch me while I load.
Uh-oh.
Fragmentation coming up. Reloading.
What the? Oh, my kill. GG. I don't even know where I got hit from. No idea.
one more.
I licked the guy in front of me and died for it.
I'm glad how long the Occupy matches go on for. Seems
Yeah.
to be pretty well, I wouldn't say balanced, considering we seem to get dominated in the beginning, but we seem to pull back a lot of the time.
Yeah, it feels good. That we keep going back and forth is an indication of balance to me. Whether that's because of the map or the team makeup, it's probably a combination of both. Bridge layer coming out. Everybody look out for the bridge layer. Watch out for the bridge layer, everybody. Careful, careful, everybody. Abrams coming out. Watch out for the Abrams, everybody. Abrams coming out.
Mikey, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Why are you not
Oh, I don't know. I was feeling the galil. I don't know. The lifestyle's fine. I ain't got nothing against it. I'm just feeling the galil now.
Hey, we're taking Alpha.
Oh, Jesus.
Good, we just took Alpha.
Good job.
We're losing Alpha.
Watch out, they have snipers now.
Yeah, I hear them. I hear those shots ringing out.
Fuck, they just took Alpha.
Yeah, they took me down pretty fast.
Fuck! I look this way, I look that way, I look this way, I look that way, and I get shot.
They have snipers.
They have snipers.
So, just thinking about it, what do you think on the idea of adding underground tunnels on the large building for the security spawn going into Alpha? Maybe balance out the death stairs, as I like to call them.
You're talking about on Occupy this alpha?
Just in general of the map, mainly for push mode.
Okay.
There's the large white building right in front of the spawn. Well, I'm thinking of that with the 2 garage doors, maybe like replace one of them.
And make that a tunnel that goes to the destroyed bridge, is what you're saying? Which is alpha
Yeah,
and
similar,
push?
similar how I've got it set for the other building from the shop to Alpha.
If it would help the security team's push on alpha, I think that's a good idea. I don't know. I'm still not sure. I'd have to look at it. Next time I spawn, maybe you can show me.
Okay. Well, I'm dead as well, so I'll just show you the building.
Okay. I'll probably be dead soon.
This is all we've got. We're out of reinforcements.
This feels like one of those lives I'm not gonna have for so long.
Alright, we're getting Alpha.
I need cover to load.
Run out, hurry.
Hello, I'm coming in. Don't shoot. There I am. I'm dead. Okay, where are you?
I'm just heading back to you now.
Cool. I see you. I see you.
Just this large white building here with the garage. Maybe like open it up.
Oh, okay. Down what you're talking about. And where would it
And
lead?
have a just the same as what it is on Alpha. They're straight under, right underneath the building. Just leading to like the other side of just underneath here.
So it would come out here? Okay.
Yeah, just there.
I see.
That's what I'm thinking, just to balance it out.
It might be a little too... I guess it makes sense, because the hard thing about getting alpha when you're playing push, that is the hard thing about getting this area, the destroyed bridge, is you're so exposed while you're taking it. So maybe to compensate for that, being able to get over there very quickly with this tunnel idea you're saying, maybe that would be good. I don't know, because of course at the same time it could be too good.
Yeah, it would require more balancing.
Hey, Alpha is under attack.
Crap, I didn't even get him.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're blocked. RC man, no.
Fuck.
I know, right?
No one ever said it'd be easy. Wait, did I kill a friendly with that RPG?
It would help if I could fucking aim.
Like, you were not aiming earlier, RC man?
Not killed the shotgun?
Defending Alpha. Go, go, go.
No, I have an aiming issue, dude. That's why I don't play PvP.
Go, go.
I'm gonna try the tunnel again. You know what I should be doing? I should be getting smoke grenades. I should be using the tunnel and using smoke grenades at the same time.
That should be pretty good for this side.
Hey, we're taking Alpha. This is it. We are out of reinforcements.
It's gonna be close. I've got a flashbang. Does that count as ordnance?
I'm reloading. Okay, here comes the smoke. Cover you.
God damn it.
That was quite funny that then, dude. I watched you both slide at the same time.
Trigger Tits asks, how do the mortars work? Do you want to explain that, Zos?
The mortars are linked up to a map texture that I've implemented into the map. Basically, you can select the location that I've predetermined, so there's 4 locations on the map so far. You select the location, it'll be sent to a randomizer, so it'll choose 5 positions out of a possible 10 for that location, and then it drops a prop. It'll destroy the prop and set off an explosion and a trigger to kill the player, essentially. Oh, I'm dead. It's a bit complicated, but it works somehow.
And you might be able to iterate on it and improve it a little bit, making it a clearer indicating.
Yeah, I do need to do that, as well as update the actual map itself, considering I think the texture I've got for it is from like the beta 1 version. I just haven't updated it yet.
Behind green car behind.
I didn't expect them to fucking run out.
Check middle street.
To be honest, this is the best Occupy map. Like seriously. Everyone's getting the point.
Did you hear that? Ray believes it's the best Occupy map.
Yeah, I heard him. I'm actually really happy to hear that.
Yeah,
Occupy
you
is not a
did
mode
it.
that I actually play that often.
Well-
To hear it play so well.
Yeah, like I was saying, like, because you did a good job at setting up Firefight and Skirmish, and Occupy is kind of like an offshoot of that. As long as you have a good, like, middle point. Good try, good game, good game. We're gonna do push next, by the way, guys. Yeah, we're gonna go back to push, because we didn't have this many players for push.
Push earlier was clusterfuck.
Now it'll be an even fuckier cluster.
It'll be a smoke clusterfuck.
A smoky clusterfuck.
Yeah, push is fun, man. I love push. Push on this map is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's, Ooh, he's got a grenade.
Flashes, frags, incinerators, and everything. Let's go.
Bridge there. Look out. Don't get run over.
Fucking... Come on, man, run over me, bitch. Run over me.
I secured their mother room.
I'm coming, Zels. You know what time it is?
Hey, Alpha is under attack.
What
Tunnel time. Tunnel time.
Yeah, it is. They are most likely watching it though.
Yes.
Just be careful.
Fuck.
Did he get you as well?
He fucked me up good.
Yeah, me too.
I think he had a Galil. I'm holding the weapon that killed me.
There's a lot of people in the upper windows covering it. And you have to deal with that guy first.
Yeah, the upper windows are the most dangerous right now.
That attitude.
I think I think we gotta get some more smoke grenades in the street. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I'll watch this side, you watch my back. Spread out. Watch my ass, please.
Oh shit. Watch it.
That's okay, it's okay, I saw it. It's all good. Flash. Oh, that's an IED. Ooh.
Oh, one behind you.
Where? Where? Where?
They're coming in from the main entrance, for our main entrance.
I'm quite scared right now. It's an IED! Fuck! That would be my only complaint, would be because of the way the room is laid out, it is a little bit of a clusterfuck. But it's interesting because you got all these different ways to get in, you got a couple different floors, so that makes it seem like less of a clusterfuck.
Yeah. It is a bit difficult to balance it, to be honest. I know there's like, once you're in there, there's like 3 main entrances to the actual objective itself, and then like 9 different positions to cover. The entrances themselves, and you've got upstairs and the windows. It's a bit, it can be hard.
Hey, don't thank me, thank the guy who was here first.
Fragmentation coming up.
It almost seems in this game mode that the mortars are completely forgotten.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. I can't imagine like what it would do if they used the mortars to attack the marshes.
You're really pushing your luck there, Final.
Come on, defend it. Defend it.
Fucking sniper.
Jesus Christ!
There's an IED on Alpha. We are Alpha.
This map is so big.
Jackie Bree asks, so how does the mortar work? Zels was explaining it earlier. Basically, there's a few different radios on the map where you can call in artillery, and you just use the area that you want. It's 3 predetermined areas, I think.
Basically, there's 2 positions that you can choose for the marshes, but 3 different locations.
Mm.
I'm gonna mortar there. That's all. See if I can get anyone.
Good call.
Hopefully take them off guard.
Alright, we're getting Alpha.
No, Zell. Trying to be tactical.
Fuck, I'm going back to grenades. That fucking sniper is fucking us up, dude.
Oh my god.
I think we got him, though. I think he's dead. Uh-oh.
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 Final.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 2 guys left. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh.
Hey, Mikey. Mikey, let's offer them prayers.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Holy be- oh! Our Father who art in heaven. Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with us.
He's got it. It's all good. He's got it. He's got it, dude. He's the sniper. The sniper is the one in fiction who pulls through.
No problem, right?
There he is, right in front of him. Look at it. Oh, man. You, no way.
Sniper. Sniping, no problem. He's got it. Got this.
All right. I think it's time to get some guts and go for Alpha.
A lot.
A lot, man.
Yeah, the
I got this.
distribution
You got this. You got this. You never know, man. You can never tell.
There's so many in there right now.
Oh, ouch. You killed each other. Good round, good game.
Next try.
We're gonna do some push now.
Mikey giving the dick.
Yeah, let's go back to push. Push is a lot of fun on this map.
For sure. And we have more players than earlier. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick and I'll be right back.
Alright.
No, I'm not gonna do this again.
I'm loading a new magazine. Throwing frag.
Okay, back.
Okay. They've captured Alpha.
Damn them. Don't worry, I have the best gun in the game. The M1 carbine with the suppressor. All the pros use it.
Oh, damn it. I was waiting to use the RPG on the tank to block it off. But, they got me.
I hear him.
Give me a second, reloading.
Zombie says, best gun in the game. Yeah, right. It is. It's the best gun in the game. It can shoot through any surface. It's always a one-hit kill. There's no recoil. And if you hold it in your hands, women find you more attractive. It's a really good gun.
I'll try and do that when I'm alive.
See, check it out. Look how handsome I am. Yeah. Oh, they're in the plants.
They're in there.
Watch yourself. They seem to be coming from the tunnels a lot.
Yeah, they would, wouldn't they?
Do you want to use the mortar?
Yes. I just did. I think I hit the middle one. That was my intention.
Yeah, that's the Charlie position.
Good. I hear him. What sound is that they use for the mortar? Is that the distance? Is that for the C4, the IEDs?
That is just C4 going off.
Okay, I figured.
I don't actually think I set up any sounds for it. I believe it's entity that you guys created just for the explosions themselves. It's all automatic.
I do remember we created that entity. I think it was recently. And yeah, that makes sense.
Explosion.
Yes, we did create that recently. I noticed the custom VO that we talked about. I'm not actually here in game. Do I need to do SND_restart?
You might. If you don't hear it, I'd recommend it.
Zels and we created some custom VO. I voiced the insurgents and security, talking about the artillery and stuff. I got the fish. They're down. Blah. Zombie CRC says, I want dragons. Yes, dragons are coming to Insurgency. Tomorrow. There's gonna be dragons in Insurgency tomorrow. We're gonna expect community map makers such as yourselves, those, to make dragon-themed maps.
I just realized I was talking in the wrong chat. I could do that.
I could do that. Yeah, no problem. There you go. There's that first voice file. Now that, when I play that, who hears that?
Sorry, say that again?
When I activate the mortar as an insurgent, who hears that?
Only the insurgents hear the insurgent line, and I've got a filter set up so each team hears the other. Each hears their own correct voice line.
Right. So security, they speak to each other and say, "Oh, look out! There's artillery." Now,
Yeah.
how would you feel about putting a radio filter on that? Because as it is now, I would say it sounds quiet and it sounds like too disembodied. I think it would sound better as a radio message. Oh shit.
I would absolutely do it, but I don't know how you guys set your ones up. I know it's mainly done through the game engine itself, I believe. I don't think you actually have it as like audio files in the map. I'll have to see about it.
I need cover to load.
We have to stop Mid Alpha.
Reloading magazines.
Get some machine guns and snipers upstairs. Everybody else, push like.
Guys, we're security for this convoy. Push up and stay close to them.
Ah, it's bugging out. I'm hearing the security voiceover.
Yeah, push is one of the stranger game modes for this. I know it works 100% all the time on every other mode, but sometimes it works on push and sometimes the audio is flipped so you hear the other teams.
Right.
I think it's to do with the way the TXT file is set up, how each team's attacking and defending.
Squishy! Looks sparking alpha.
You gotta get in it, get in it, get in it.
In it to win it. You gotta be in it to win it. Get in there, Bams. That's the spirit. No, man, do it for yourself. You're your own man. Oh, shit. We're fire. That artillery is coming down right on us. Fuck! Go! Crap, I threw a Molotov directly into the water. Nice. Uh-oh, there's a guy on our side of the river. There's a bad guy on our side of the river. He just killed me. Don't let him do it! Come on, Alphen, come follow me, follow me. We gotta get on that. Fuck. Help him! Ah! Call down some more artillery. Trigger Tits asks, do you think there's a possibility of you guys adding enemy vehicles like tanks into co-op mode? No, I wouldn't say so. Not with official maps, anyway. You could do it with custom co-op maps, and it's been done. The Sonic server has some interesting maps with vehicles, like an APC, or even helicopters. They're pretty janky, but they're there. But no, like, Source just doesn't work very well with vehicles, and we are an infantry-focused game. But again, like, you know, as far as custom stuff goes, it's all good. You could do it. But be prepared, because there will be some jank.
Trigger, I could quite possibly do that, actually.
Oh yeah.
As Mikey was saying, it is quite janky, but I'll see what I can do.
Now, how would you like to implement it, and into what co-op mode?
I think they would probably work best in checkpoint, to be honest, so that you can actually control when they are active. I don't really know how I'd get them working. I'd be able to like do the tank firing, but other than that, there wouldn't really be much use for them.
It would be atmospheric. It would just be difficult to do. I could see, like, maybe an APC that you could drive across the friggin' bridge. The APC that Cernic, the map I'm thinking of on the Cernic server, but it's been on other servers too. It was janky, but like it kind of worked. Only a couple guys were in there, and I feel like just an APC that like was big enough to be used for cover and could fit a couple guys inside would feel better than something like, say, an Abrams tank. You know, it should be more for atmosphere. So that would be my suggestion. But again, like, it might feel pretty janky.
Alright, it certainly would, yeah. Bringing in the knife. Ah, I got one guy, and I was going for the second or third guy for a knife kill.
Okay, now I'm hearing the security one. Incoming mortar fire.
I'm glad to hear that, RC man. I'm really glad that you like it.
Okay, here I come.
They're pushing Charlie really, really hard now.
Yep, I feel it. Hey, Latte, or Brian, who's working on Dry Canal, says, me likey mappy. Oh, you see.
Yeah. I'm glad that everyone, well, most people seem to like it so far at least. Obviously it's got maybe a few, ow, I just got RPG'd. I believe it has a few optimization issues, but I'm still working on it.
Up two, up two. You lead the way. Stop obsessing over me, Rayhawk. You gotta be your own man. You get in there and you defend Charlie.
No, you go and defend Charlie.
Hey, I'm loading! Molotov, going out! I'm using a grenade! Magazine!
My hero.
Hey, I'm reloading!
Is there a block zone in open spawn? I just like got killed.
What, inside the spawn?
Okay, dig in. This is the easy part. Okay, Snoop, you let me know if you see him and I'll throw this Molotov.
Here comes the Molotov!
Yeah, they're there.
Tossing a grenade!
Did you set a custom time limit for this?
Me?
I don't believe you did. I don't even think it's map specific.
No, I didn't at all, no. I would think that was set by
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is, but I just wanted to check because I feel like we have a lot of time left. But yeah, it's just because it was a quick push.
Careful, Nando, Mikey.
There's so many footsteps.
Inside the building, watch out.
Okay.
Top floor.
Top floor. I'm on the first floor. I'm watching the cache. Would you like me to come up there?
I just saw him. I'm not sure if I got him or not. It seems I might have.
Trying to frag it. They're on the first floor, I think. Nobody by the front yet. Nice! Oh boy. Oh. Zells.
Come up from behind.
That's a fucking relief, dude. That was good. It was very good.
You can't jump. You cannot jump and shoot.
New magazine going in!
I have to do this. Mikey, lead the way.
Agreed.
Yeah, the furious leader who team killed me.
Oh, shut up.
Guys, we're security for this convoy. Push up and stay close to them. Use them for cover.
Enough, alright? Enough! Whoa, that pipe saved our lives. Did you see that? Holy shit.
Careful, Mikey, don't go forward, Mikey. Careful.
That was a very fast cap, and I think we broke the tank by doing that.
Yeah, wow. Do you think we actually broke the tank?
Not destroyed it, but like
Oh, right,
the way
yeah.
it's set up is it. Oh, I got sniped. It gets triggered once we cap it, and I think we capped it so fast that it wasn't able to get to its point. I'm not
Right.
sure though. It might move up.
Well, this will be a good test. Let's see. I don't even know where I'm fucking getting shot from. Would you say ambush is the next thing? It's your preference at least. Or
Yeah,
I don't really mean
trying to
the
get
next thing you're gonna do
ambush
is ambush, right? Then infiltrate later, then co-op after that.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Cool, that's the sound plan.
Okay, guys, we're taking Charlie. Watch it.
It's good that people are curious. Multiple people, different people have asked about ambush. Now you got a guy who's asking about co-op too.
Yeah. Well, they will be added in. It just takes time to get everything set up.
Of course, yeah.
We killed it, basically, because we captured it so fast.
I'll ask the stream chat and people on the server, what co-op do you guys think would work best for Convoy? I was talking about what I thought earlier, but I want to hear what other people would like to see.
We're taking Charlie.
I have a M249 set up outside their spawn. If anyone comes this way.
Good.
Oh, and I'm dead. Doesn't work when they have so many entrances and exits.
Looks like the preference is for checkpoint. Checkpoint's good, but I think I'd like to see Conquer first, personally. Because
Yeah,
it's easier to set up, and it'll give you a better idea going forward of like how you want to make co-op feel.
Yeah, but I will add all of it as well,
Yeah.
as many game modes as I can that I think
Right.
fit the map. Because
Of
otherwise
course,
I'm
yeah,
just
you don't-
crowbarring everything in, then it doesn't work.
Right, and that's something that we always stress, is you want to make sure that, don't just put a mode in there because it exists, right? Put it in because it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that was a weird visual glitch.
What happened?
I've seen that happen before. I was near a fire, and I stepped like in a particular space, and then it disappeared, then reappeared. I have seen that happen, though.
Yo, incoming! Enemy mortar fire! Watch out for the flares!
What's up?
Alright. Calm yourself. You lead. You got the flashlight. Got it.
Killed him!
Hostile down.
Southeast, we have enemy! Fuck no! Alright. Yeah, sure. I can't. Yeah, I copy. Hostile!
I smoked it already. There's smoke inside.
Go around, go around.
Good game.
Good job. That was high.
Reloading! Okay, loading. Cover me, I'm loading! New magazine! Enemy to my south! Yo, guys, I'm loading! Fuck yeah! Yo, guys, southeast! Moving to Alpha. Got him! I'm not fucking doing that! Guys, we're security for this convoy. Push up and stay close to them. Use that for cover. Frag grenade out! Okay,
We're taking Alpha. Send support to Alpha, quick.
fragmentation coming up!
Fuck.
I don't think it's been this hard to capture Alpha for a long time.
Yeah, they're really fucking us up.
Certainly seemed to be.
The last round we did, we just really fucking, maybe it was the one before that, we just poured on there, you know, really got in there. But they dug in they dug in quicker than us. Now they're all up in there. And they're firing into it too from the fucking buildings, oh my god.
There's one right along the fence on our side of the bridge.
Fuck! Trigger Tit says the key to this game mode is smoke. Yeah, no kidding. Ain't that the truth? Your mortars, you know what they should be? You should have smoke mortars. They'll create smoke. That'd be interesting, actually.
I could try and see if I could do that for maybe the security side to balance it out a little bit.
Would they be separate radios?
Probably.
It's an interesting idea. It also might... I guess it could make it a little... Well, it's got a 2-minute cooldown.
I'll probably change that for the smoke ones, though. Maybe a bit less.
Change what?
Change the timer for the smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke mortar. Maybe to about a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Because one's lethal and one's not, so...
Yes, but it would help a lot.
Yeah. I'll probably put it in a different position to what ones we've already got as well. Like,
Right.
The smoke ones follow the actual convoy path as well. So it covers more the main streets than anywhere else.
So let's say around this destroyed bridge, where do you think it would be appropriate? Because it wouldn't be dead on the same as the lethal rounds, right?
Probably not. No, I'd probably push them forwards or a little bit back actually, depending on the position.
I see.
taken.
I'm reloading.
Get set up in there. I've got a M249 set up on the hallway, opposite where they have to come in.
Fucking dead. Nice.
Hey, we need more guys. We're running low on reinforcements. We're taking Bravo now.
That's an excellent spot for M249.
Thanks, man. At this point, I'm getting fired at. So I'm just
Thanks,
letting
man!
go.
Holy shit, look
It
at you
seems
go!
working.
Yeah, but they got one guy just a little bit over.
Oh, fuck. Is there anybody else coming?
Changing magazine.
How did we not capture that point yet?
I don't know. I think we got a bunch of guys, like, right over to there, but they hadn't stepped on. Now they're all stepping on. But the insurgents are smart. They're acting smart. Got a couple smarty pants insurgents on our hands. It's a problem.
I just set up in the same position. I got shot again.
Oh, would you look at that? Ah! Yeah.
Very nice.
Forces incoming. Stay away from the flares. Give me cover. Look up. Yeah, I copy. I gotta reload. Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. We're taking Charlie. Watch it.
You mean Delta?
We need more guys at Charlie. We're taking Charlie now. No hostiles at Charlie, guys. Charlie's under attack.
Uh-oh. There's a lot of fire and smoke here. Okay.
Popping smoke. Okay, here comes smoke. Throwing a smoke grenade. I'm loading a new magazine. Front crack.
I Tinker Stuff says, "Hey Mikey, hey, welcome."
Fuck no. I'm not fucking doing that. Yo, incoming! Enemy mortar fire! Watch out for the fire!
Jimbo McBee, I believe that's one of our programmers, is, yeah, answering that question, that counterattack question. Yeah. Thank you for that, John.
Doesn't he have a YouTube channel?
He does.
Sure, I've heard that name.
Yeah. He's made a couple popular YouTube videos.
Sorry, Squishy.
Reinforcements are low. We gotta step it up. We're taking Charlie now.
Halfway.
Crap. I just slid right in front of everybody. Oh shit.
Behind you.
There you go.
Good game.
That was good. We're gonna go to a Q&A now, guys. Thank you very much for playing. You're welcome to continue playing. If you have any questions, we'll be in the stream chat. Okay, shall we take it to a Q&A, Zos?
Sure, dude.
Cool. I'm just gonna back out here. Okay. For anybody who's just joined us, my name is Michael Surhus. I'm the community manager and voice actor for this game you've been watching, Insurgency. We have been playing today on a new custom map that one of our community members, Zellstorm, made called Convoy. We just played it. We just checked it out. We were playing Firefight, Push, Skirmish, and Occupy, and they all felt pretty good. So if you want to check that out, check out the in-game news, which you can see right here, or check out the Steam announcement and go to that link. You can also see there's an IP in both announcements for the Quebec XXX custom map server. And this map, Convoy, is in the rotation for that. Or you can just connect to the server on which we just were. But if you guys have any questions, put them up in the chat, and I will take a look at them and answer them. If you have questions for me about Insurgency, or if you have questions about Convoy or level design in general for Zells, because he's with us today. Kronos says this map needs to be made official. It's pretty good. It felt pretty good. It definitely. I got a good feeling about the balance of all of it. And from what I could tell, you felt the same way, right?
Yeah, I'm actually really pleased at how Occupier was so. Just how well it played, and how we just kept going back and forth. There are a few things I need to fix, especially on push mode for Alpha. I do feel like the security do not have as good of an advantage as the Insurgents. It does feel a bit one-sided, but that can be quite easily fixed.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about that. What plans, like, what would you like to do for push mode?
I hope to add a few more vehicles actually, because it's called
Really?
Convoy, but there's only really one vehicle that pushes throughout the entire map.
Interesting.
Hopefully some Humvees or some more tanks if possible. There's more reason to use it, or to take them down. But I'll have to figure it out.
I'd be a little worried about the vehicles. I'm not sure if they would offer the balance that you were looking for. Do you mean like you position them in ways that would lend themselves well to just creating more cover for the security team?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I have a few. The way I have the tanks working at the moment, they all have to go down through one path, but there is opportunities where they can alternate, like go a different way if I set it up to. But the whole idea of, like, for example, taking the tank out when it's crossing the bridge would stop the rest of the convoy, I think is a good idea, because it gives a reason for each class member to do a task. So IED or RPG the tank to stop the rest of the convoy, to stop the cover, kind of thing.
Right, and it's cool. You're right with what you said before about how it's better, like, just thematically. Like, it is a convoy, and there's only 2 vehicles, really. So having more vehicles for that reason would be good.
Yeah.
Disregarding balance would also just make more sense thematically, I guess is what I mean.
Or even if they're not inside the map, like outside, you see them moving about, kind of thing. I'll have to check it out, see what I can do.
Right, yeah, you know, play with it. This has been a really great test, and it's already very well it's come a very long way, and I would say, at the risk of getting ahead of myself, it seems pretty well balanced. Like, it seems very well balanced. But yeah, some things can be made to improve it, I suppose. Rayhawk here suggests push back the spawn of the insurgent team a bit for skirmish. The insurgents can get to Charlie 1 hour ahead of the security team. Yeah, about an hour. About an hour ahead of them.
Well, I've actually already moved the insurgent team spawn very far forward compared to the last versions, and I don't think I can push it any further forward without risking them getting spawn killed. So my solution for that would be to move the security teams spawn just a little bit further.
Okay.
Just maybe move it up in that closed shop or something. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, gotta play with it. The good thing is you have ideas to try.
Yeah, definitely.
The final asks, why not add features like adding marks on the map? Well, we have something like that. See, we didn't want to make it that explicit, I guess. We don't want to make it that explicit's the wrong word. That's kind of a gamey thing. Like, you know, you pull up your map and then, like, because your brain's connected to the brains of other players, you see, like, the red dot that they pointed at on the map. And, you know, sharing that information in that way isn't how we wanted players to share their information. Instead, we built the compass, right? We added the compass into the game. We attached voiceover to it, and we built it in such a way and hooked it up where, like, you call out something and you hear your guy say it, and then you actually get an indicator. So that's like a good balance of, like, the gaminess and the immersion, as opposed to, like, on a minimap where it's just like it's a little too obvious, like a little too precise. Like, oh, he's right there, boop, and you click right there. It's cooler to shout out, like, it's more immersive and still, like, helpful as far as gameplay goes to say, oh, he's to the northeast, and you pull up your compass and you look northeast. It pulls up automatically and you see the red indicator. That was the balance that we found that worked pretty well. Jesticle says, I don't want to ask Zells to do anything more on the map because there is already so much work done on it.
There's still more to do.
Well,
I've still got to finish texturing and lighting, as well as optimization. I've got to try and work on that more. I'm actually really excited to see what you guys did with Dry Canal, because I remember seeing it 2 years ago and remembering how large it was.
Oh yeah, dude, it's still pretty big.
Yeah. I want to see how you stop low FPS and stuff like that. That was my biggest worry for tonight, actually. And it seems I didn't hear any complaints about it, so.
No, yeah, like that was something that we were talking about last night. It was like, oh, do we want to do 24 players or 32? And we just decided, like, let's just try 32 and just see what happens. We can always go down to 24 or something, but it was fine, you know. And I felt like it played well at 32. Like 24 might actually feel a little too low key.
To answer the Roof's 505's question, the open areas around the bridge, basically everything there is either a func detail so it doesn't get compiled properly or doesn't take up too much memory, and just loads of hint and skips and carefully placed area portals. It's got to a point where the current version of Convoy takes about 50 to 60 minutes to compile on fast settings. So
another suggestion.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. Another suggestion. Make sure that the security can't go into Insurgent Charlie spawn on push. We get spawn killed. Yeah, I did actually notice a little bit of spawn killing around that area.
Yeah, I think I missed some of the block zones in the tunnel area because I created it so late. I only created it yesterday. I might have missed those areas out by accident.
Right. Green Lemon says, I was a bit slow on the initial spawn, meaning lag, but the lag was basically non-existent throughout. Yeah, no, really, you did a bang-up job. Jessica says, encore, let's go back for one round of push. Encore! Play on, band. Does it matter if Funk Detail is big buildings, or does that mess up levels? Thank you for a response.
I try and do Funk Detail for smaller areas of the map, so small details like planks leaning up on objects. I think the entire bridge is either displacements and Funk Details.
Funk Detail is, for those who don't know.
The Funk Detail basically, I'm not 100% sure myself, but I know that it really helps with optimization. It basically doesn't create viz portals, which they are used when they determine what the player can and cannot see, essentially. So they don't determine what they can and cannot. I think I forget his name. Is it Jeremy? Or
Jeremy
NXTHE?
Falcon Prey?
Yeah, he would probably know a lot more than me about it. Exactly.
But I know it has something to do with optimization. Oh, apparently I have a frozen camera. Shouldn't be frozen now. Hold on. That should be good, okay. Okay, you can hear me, right, Zils?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Since the tank was able to move a bridge platform, basically have it unfold, I'm wondering if it is possible to add elevators, since all I need to do is go up and down.
Elevator?
Yeah, go on.
Go on, you go first.
I was just going to say, Operator did it. Operator got elevators in. It's funny. It's even got elevator music to it. So elevators are possible. I don't know about in Convoy if it would feel appropriate, because like the only place where it could really go is the office building, which could be interesting, I guess. Like if it would be another way to get up, and it would make Occupy interesting. That would be one more way in, but at the same time, it'd be pretty slow. Although I suppose that would be the trade-off. What do you think about it?
They are definitely easily possible, but I don't think it would fit very well for Convoy. I personally like a lot of fast-paced action, so that's why you when you go into a building, there's plenty of points where you can get shot from and fire back at. I feel like if you had to go into an elevator and wait maybe 10 to 30 seconds of just nothing happening, I feel like that would be a bit too slow, in my opinion.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Another question, a general insurgency question. Do you think that there could ever be something like an armory so you can examine all of the models you have downloaded on the workshop? That way you could look back at all of them in game instead of having to swap back and forth to see what you prefer. It depends. That's a cool idea, and we've actually discussed that before. It's a little tricky with the way the workshop is integrated, but it's something that we've talked about. Yeah, it's something that would be cool to do, especially since we're doing all this stat and profile stuff when we're redoing the UI. We're not redoing it, but improving it. It would be cool to have an element like that. So yes, it's something that we've talked about. That as well as like an actual loadout where you can like not just aesthetically or cosmetically with the workshop, but also a loadout screen that's like you can change your default loadouts for each class. Do you think the HDR brightness on the light entities inside are a little too bright, or do I need to adjust my brightness? I haven't noticed anything off with that or heard of anybody being off with that, so I'd tweak with your brightness a little bit.
I do think I know what he's talking about. I think they are a little bit bright. They do seem to emit quite a bit of a glow from the office lights I think he's talking about. When you're in there, you can quite noticeably see a glow around the actual light. Although Just check your settings as well.
I see another language that I don't know. The mortar area on the second floor. Oh, hold on. The mortar area on the second floor, you might consider having doors behind it that are slightly open. This is because I sat in the office, the room behind. No one really knew my location due to me being a pixel. I thought that I thought the mortar room myself, personally, was pretty well exposed on the second floor in the office building.
Yeah, I think he means the office is just behind it where the cubicles were. I think I know what he means. If you have a sniper in there, you can pretty easily just pick off targets and they won't really know where you are.
Right.
I get what he means. I might have to change how the properties work on the actual cubicles themselves to maybe not stop bullets so easily, so that even if a bullet does go up there, it will go straight through and kill whoever's camping up there.
Cool. Any final questions before we kick it? Before we kick it, we actually have something else we want to talk to you guys about, unrelated to Convoy. But before we move on to that, I just want to ask if anybody has any more general Insurgency questions, or if they have any questions for Zels about Convoy. Ask them now, and then we'll discuss this other thing. Miss Stork says, oh yes, Insurgency game, big celebration stream next week in reference to our anniversary. Well, there's going to be some cool stuff to celebrate, I'll tell you that much. And you'll be learning about it real soon. Jackie asks, what is the next big update going to be about? The next big update, well, I'll tell you some of the things that we're working on, and it depends obviously on the progress that we make, on to what level it'll all be implemented. The things we're working on right now are background, like infrastructure, stat, and competitive ranked stuff. The UI changes that go with that, the server infrastructure that needs to support that, the improvements that we need to make to basically have competitive matchmaking. That's something that we're working on. We're also working on implementing Lua scripting support for custom modding. That'll help make it easier to make custom game modes to start out, but also other things too. And also Dry Canal. Dry Canal is a map from our map contest. Latte, who's playing today, Brian Birnbaum, is working on that. It was originally made by Tribly in the Game Banana map contest, but we're going to make it an official map. So that's something else that we're working on. Rayhawk asks, for you, Zels, how do you feel about making a nighttime version?
I will certainly do a nighttime version. I'm actually really looking forward to making one, actually, to test it out.
Yeah.
It certainly will be very different to how it is now. Yeah, it's about smooth balance, really.
Green Lemon says, I know this map has AI-controlled vehicles, but I was playing a map earlier where vehicles are ported over, and you drive with WASD, use F to open the APC doors to control the vehicle, but the controls were very wonky, and it was a pretty blocky model. I'm presuming the game engine isn't able to handle actual player-driven vehicles. Is that accurate? Yeah, Source is a little, oh, jeez, fucking the microphone stopped again. Someone was asking, basically saying, oh, I played a map with a vehicle, but it was all janky. Why is that? Is it because of the engine? Yes, the Source engine doesn't really work well with vehicles, generally speaking, right? Like, it was fine in, I guess, Half-Life 2 single player, the buggy, and in episode 1 as well, or 2. I think it was, yeah, the buggy was in episodes. The buggy was in episode 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure too. So yes. Oh, not the mic. The stream sound was gone altogether. Bam says, how about changing the skins in the snow maps, like wearing jackets or stuff like that to make it more realistic? Changing the jackets would be cool, but that would we like the silhouettes and the coloring that we have. You'll notice that the way that we design the characters, they look pretty distinct. The security have this tannish brown, even like white, like this brightness color to them. The insurgents have like darker silhouettes because they're like dark blues and dark greens and stuff such as that. The jalopy was in 2, not the buggy. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to begin the second segment of this live stream that we're doing today. We're not done yet. We have some stuff to show off. We're currently preparing a few things, so we're going to take a little more time to make sure everything's squared away. Then we're going to have a little announcement that we'll discuss and some cool stuff to show you guys. So first, what we're going to do is I'm going to say goodbye to Zels because he has to get going, and we want to talk a little bit about this official stuff soon. So Zels, thank you very much for showing off Convoy to us. Once again, it's very well balanced. You did a really excellent job for the past couple weeks and months preceding that, and I'm very happy with the way the map has come out, and I appreciate you working so hard to get it ready for this stream. So let's stay in touch about it. Let me know about all the other changes that you make to the map. If you guys have any feedback for Convoy, check it out in the check it out on the Steam Workshop. If you go to the Steam announcements page, you can see it. And if you guys leave a comment there, he'll see it or do whatever you'd like. And Zels, let me know about your future level design creations, and I hope I see you again in the stream in these next coming weeks.
I certainly will let you know, and I'll always watch the streams. Okay. Right. Thank you very much for having me on today.
I don't have to worry that you're gonna go.
No, not at all.
Good. All right. Well, thank you again. Thank you very much. Everybody likes Convoy, so you did a very good job. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
So, with the all your mind in a little bit, so just sit tight. We can take a couple more questions, but just so you guys. Oh wait, hold on. Microphone is cutting out again, huh? So it says, thanks for having me on, and thanks Stream Chat for the amazing feedback. Oh, it only cut out for a second. Okay. You know what I think it is? It's really fucking cold in my basement right now. It's super fucking cold. And I am chilly because this Insurgency shirt, while quite fashionable, doesn't exactly lend itself very well to warmth. We don't have Insurgency down jackets yet, but once we do, I'm going to need one because it's quite cold here. Okay. This should sound better. I believe I've fixed the microphone problem. Tell me if I sound normal or not. Someone asks, is that your basement? Yes, this is the recording booth that I built in the basement. Because it's underground, it's acoustically really good. There's not a lot of interference from other areas, and there's, you know, as you can see, soundproofing all over. not well, not really soundproofing, sound dampening, really. Greetings from Russia, says Final. Yes, greetings to you too, Final. From over here in New Jersey. Our Tinker Stuff says, wow, it's gotta be the most cool looking basement I've ever seen. Oh, it's alright. Here, look. It's kinda just a black void. There's nothing there. This is where it all happened. I recorded all of Insurgency's voiceover in this very room. Wait. Yeah. 99% of it I recorded in this very room. Probably 99%. Not an exaggeration. It's probably about 99%. A little higher. Any more questions about Insurgency they'd like to ask? I'm happy to take any more questions. And then we'll move on to our review. We're just getting things set up still. Good try trying to sell us on a recording booth. Everyone knows sex chambers are soundproofed. Yeah, no, I'm not a professional who records voiceover, records and writes voiceover, and assists in the production and advertisement and community management of a first-person shooter video game. This is just my sex chamber. This is just where I do sex chamber things. You got, I don't know how to respond to that. The Stork says, will the problem with named lights and HDR compiling of maps ever be fixed? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm not sure what the issue is. I was just making a little joke, all right? Let's move past sex chamber, all right? This is fun. You guys make this fun. Using named lights on HDR maps really messes up shadow maps. I'm not sure about that. Here, let me get you the link to our support site. Speaking of sports sites, says Kronos, I haven't received any responses on the ticket I sent. I believe you can follow up on the ticket if you haven't gotten a response. If not, just please be patient, because we have been getting a lot of support submissions because of what happened with the sale that we did. We had a lot of new players coming in. They needed some. They had issues running the game, being new players and everything. So just please be patient. If it's an issue, follow up or create a new ticket, and we'll do our best to get you sorted. Take care, Final. Thank you. Goodbye from New Jersey. Thank you, viewer from Russia. Green Lemon says, do you guys buy guns to look at in person when you model them? So does NWI have like a collection of guns at its HQ to look at and model from? Well, I can tell you one of our artists, Drew Watts, he makes a lot of our weapon models. He owns a lot of guns, and he lives in Texas, where he can have them all. So, you know, like, obviously we use stuff online, you know. We use a lot of reference that we find online. It's the best way to do it, because you can find pictures of pretty much any gun ever on the internet, and good pictures at that. But at the same time, I remember that you guys know the Model 10, right? The Model 10 revolver that we put in a few months ago. That is Drew Watts' grandma's gun, I think. He went over to her and he's like, "Hey, Mimo, can I get your revolver?" And she was like, "Okay, Drewy." So he modeled the Model 10, not like one for one, because it wasn't the exact same model, but that was a reference for him. Ms. Stork says, I know Source doesn't like dynamic stuff by design, but you could do so much cool stuff in maps with some advanced lighting. Well, it's, you know, it's something that it would be really cool, but like, again, like, it's sort of an engine difficulty. And another thing is, like, we're working on this other new project that I keep talking about on this new engine, and we'd rather dedicate resources toward making that look more badass and be more badass than we would trying to make like little improvements to our lighting and Insurgency. We're still like thinking about doing stuff like that, like experimenting with HBAO and shit, but still, like, at the same time, we want to also focus our resources on our new project too. We're kind of, with these upcoming updates that we're going to be having, we're sort of putting the game in the hands of the community. You know, that's why we're working on Lua, you know, and why we're finalizing the other things that we've always talked about doing, like comp mode and stats and like a UI, further improvements to the UI. Do you guys have Easter eggs in Insurgency? I feel like you definitely do. Maybe. If we had Easter eggs, I couldn't exactly tell you, could I? You know? It's a secret. What about adding vehicles like armored cars, or you'll keep it only on infantry on small maps? Yeah, we want to keep Insurgency infantry, CQB focused, not a vehicle. We don't want to introduce vehicular combat. We like what we have with our objective-based game modes, with our infantry combat, with the sort of smaller maps, but, you know, bigger ones too, of course, like Sinjar Arbories or whatever. Do you have public version of Source or private version? Well, it's the CS:GO version of the engine, and we paid Valve for that. You know, that we licensed their engine, so no, it's not for public. It's not a public version. Mike Rioper asks, Mike, what keyboard do you use? Sounded like something with MX Blues. It's a good ear that you have there. This is a Philco Magis Touch 2. It's a Japanese keyboard, and it has blue switches on it, so it's very clacky. It feels very good to type on. More snow maps, someone had. Well, Dry Canal isn't going to have a lot of snow, unfortunately. Maybe in the future. OmniBloke asks, is there currently a way to unlock the ODA 420? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of that. Rioper says, nice, a Philco. Good taste. Thank you. It was recommended to me by a friend who had a lot of good tech knowledge. everybody I hear has razors, you know, which are good from what I understand. But I decided to go with this one. It also doesn't look too flashy. It looks like a standard old keyboard, and I like that. I think that's I don't need anything flashy, you know. Chief C, OTF, who is one of our community map makers, says, I'm making a snow map right now. Beta should be out within a week. That's nice, Chief. Chief and I were actually talking a little bit about that before. And Chief, you and I got to do a stream sometime soon of your cool new Vietnam maps that we're going to be in Born to Kill. I think that'll be a lot of fun. But this new map, I only saw some pictures of it. I won't share just yet, but you guys can look forward to that. Jesticle says, I'm a fan of procedurally generated maps. Anything random you can add to a map. Any bit of chaos can lessen predictability. Well, you can't really, the way Source works, you can't really have randomized maps. It has to, it's as is, you know, you bake it in the oven and it comes out and then you eat it. Only 0.4% of the community unlocked achievement ODA 420. I heard it may have something to do the ganja on Panch. I'll reiterate to you that I have no idea what you're talking about. What about tear and gas masks? Sorry, tear gas and gas masks. Nah, that's a suggestion that we hear sometimes, but not something that we would really want to do, because that just introduces like this whole different factor that's outside of the grenade and like ordnance explosive gameplay that we like. So I don't know, maybe once we add Lewis support, that's something that people will be able to explore a little more, but not something we want to do officially, just because we like the balance of like explosives and the trade-offs and the way that lends itself to the gameplay. Introducing those things is like a whole different ball game, because then you gotta like make sure you cost them appropriately. You don't want it to just turn into a game where like everybody has gas masks and everybody uses tear gas, because there'd be no point to it then. And then at that point, you're just denying people the supply points to use it for other items. Excuse me. It's always important to stay hydrated. I'm being offered banana chips for the water. No, that's fine. Daruth asks, will the new project be revealed soon or later? I can't tell you anything about the new project other than that it exists and it is going to be on a new engine. We'll be talking about it sooner than you think, maybe. Who knows? But we will be talking about it. We're making some good progress on that, and just sit tight, all right? As long as you keep being alive and playing video games, you're going to learn about our new project eventually. the creative director of Insurgency, Andrew Spearin. We are good to go with what I was talking about earlier. Andrew, do you want to go ahead and say hi?
Hey guys. Hey, I can answer that previous question. Well, kind of.
About the project?
Yeah, well, I'm here to talk about a project, not the project.
Not the project. It's important that we clarify that, actually. This is something else, not the new project on the new engine, but something else. But go on, Andrew.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to reveal to you guys, because you've stuck through this entire live stream and by us for years now, this community, but we want to reveal a little side project, let's call it.
Yes, little side project, let's call it.
So, Mikey, I have an idea. Are you able to, like, fade to black, completely black, and then, like, put in the music first, and then put the image up?
Yes, I believe that I can do that. Let me make sure I do this correctly. Okay, we're at black now. Is everybody watching? You should see nothing.
Well, I see your face.
Oh, there's a little delay. That ugly mug will go away in a sec. Okay, I hope everybody's watching now, because we got some cool shit that we're about to talk about. All right, stand by.
All right, it's there. So,
Day of Infamy.
There it is. Do you want me to talk a little bit about it, Mikey?
Sure, go right ahead.
All right, this is Day of Infamy. As I said, it's a side project. This is a total conversion mod of Insurgency. We will have the official reveal tomorrow on a special live stream at what time?
3 p.m. Eastern. Same time as the stream today. So you just come back. Same time we started today, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yep, so we're going to have some special guests. They're going to be playing through this, and guess what? You can play this mod right now. It's on Workshop right now. So get to Workshop. Get over to Workshop right now. Go download
Yo, Andrew, I know you didn't just tell me this mod is available right now to be played. Don't play me, all right?
I'm on the server right now.
You're on the server right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, anyway, you're going to need to download the base mod on Workshop. There's 2 maps, Dog Red and Bastogne. Both require the mod. So hop on a Workshop, join the server, help us test. It's basically just Insurgency, but World War II.
That's pretty much it, yeah. Dog Red is a beachhead map. What you would expect, it's actually a section of Omaha. In the movie Saving Private Ryan, I believe, they're in Dog Green, and this is Dog Red. It's Omaha Beach. Then there's Bastogne, which is set in Belgium, snowy forest, and it's Americans versus Germans. So I'm actually getting the link together right now, but another thing that you guys should be made aware of is you will subscribe to it, right, on the Workshop. The other thing you'll need to do is opt into the beta branch.
Right, yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that
No,
part.
that's okay,
And then,
yeah.
Also, I'm being informed by the devs that you might need to type in console retry when you're joining a server. I need to verify how to do that, but yeah, so bear that in mind. But yeah, this is completely beta. We're beta testing, so expect things to break, because obviously, and it's a mod, so there's a lot of placeholder content and all that sort of stuff. And also to note, the guys from Mud and Blood, Aaron, and everybody are contributing to this as well. You know, Mud and Blood is a big, popular World War II mod that's been in the works for a while, but we wanted to create our own mod project, and World War II is really important to us as in terms of inspiration, all that stuff. So we'll probably get more into this tomorrow, but I just want to give a shout out to the Mud and Blood team right now. So their work is going to be incorporated into our efforts as well. But this is going to be an NWI-led mod. We're basically also implementing Lua, as Mikey's been continually saying. So we wanted a project that we can work as modders on our own game to know what it's like from the modder perspective and be able to improve those base systems, because we've been developing the game for years now, and basically we're building a system that can be modified. So now we're testing that. We're putting it through its paces, and we put this together in a pretty short time frame. So don't think we've been like, oh my god, this is all you've been thinking about and working on, because it's not. We're still working on all sorts of other stuff. But yeah, so especially like competitive, I've been working tirelessly on that with our programmers. So that's in the works, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, for now,
Yes.
hop in Day of Infamy. Go have some fun. Go storm Omaha Beach.
For sure. This is an open source project. We're working with the community to create this. And again, as Andrew said, we're going to talk all about this tomorrow. For now, you guys can feel free to hop in and just frag some Nazis or Americans, you know, depending on whatever side of the world that you're on. But yes, opt into the beta branch. I'll actually include a link right now into the stream chat to clarify how to do that.
I also posted a link to it. The workshop thing, but you just said beta branch. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So you'll need to subscribe to the workshop item and also be in the beta branch, and then it'll run fine. But you might need to try reconnecting to a server. As one of our programmers points out, if you encounter particle issues, red cross instead of smoke, you just got to rejoin. And you do that by hitting tilde, which is above the tab key, and you type out retry and you hit enter. Green Lemon asks an important question. How do I opt into the beta? I'm glad you asked this question. I'm going to get you the link. And I will post it in the stream chat. Papa Creek asks, is it co-op? It's PvP and co-op, and again, like, this is just the start of it, so like we're expanding on all this and figuring this out. But right now we have support for PvP modes, and we're looking into including co-op modes as well. We may actually have some co-op available in this particular build in the form of Conquer. I'm not positive, rather. It is possible, but I'm not positive if it's in this this current build right now. As Andrew said, it's definitely an alpha. How many servers are there? We're setting up servers as we speak, I believe. Andrew, can you tell me what you're seeing in regards to servers?
I believe there's only one server up right now.
And we're going to set up more as needed.
I believe so, yeah. Currently it's at 14 and 32. It's mostly devs on here, so we're waiting for our first member of the public to hop in. I don't think you'll win a prize other than the glory and bragging rights.
Yeah, you'll be the first one who joined during the Day of Infamy reveal. Now, and again,
first
like,
puppy to die on the beach.
First puppy dead. And again, like, we're going to be having a stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to be hooking up with a few different other content creators on YouTube and Twitch, and bringing the word to them, and we'll be officially revealing it and showing all you guys what it is, and we're also going to explain like what our objectives are with Day of Infamy, and the kinds of stuff that you could see in the future with it. So all that'll become clear. For now, just help us beta test it, help us play and enjoy. Where is the beta tab? Okay, so let me give you guys a quick little rundown of how to opt into the beta branch. You can follow that link, which I just put into the chat. And that'll explain how to do it. But basically all you do is you go to Steam, you go to your Insurgency game, which is in the library, you right-click, go to Properties, right? Then you're going to see the Betas tab. Someone's asking about the Betas tab. You click there, then you click on the drop-down box, and it'll say Beta Pre-Release Testing Branch. That's the one that you want. Then after you click that, you just close the window. There's no password or anything needed. And then you will automatically update to the beta version of the game. Once you're done, all you got to do is go back there, go back to none, opt out of all betas, excuse me, and then you'll go back to normal.
So I think I'm gonna hop out of TeamSpeak now, Mikey. It'd be great if you could help people as they try and get in, but I'm gonna go promote this on through other social media and play and everything. So yeah, thanks guys. Really happy to see all the excitement about it. Cheers. See you on the beach.
Arcade Overflow asks, how do I unlock private betas? Don't worry about that. You don't need to unlock any private betas. Green Lemon says, for some reason, I can't click the drop-down menu. I'm stuck on non-opt-out of beta. Sometimes Steam will screw up a little bit. Use your arrow keys. You can actually select different branches by using the arrow keys. For some reason, it doesn't always go. No beta unlock. You don't need a beta code to play. All you need to do is click on beta, pre-release beta branch, and then close the window. It'll automatically download. OmniBloke says, thank you for continuing to make this game awesome. You're welcome. Thank you for saying so. Never mind, got it. I had Insurgency run. Oh yeah, okay. You will need to exit Insurgency in order to do this. Are there any other questions? Is anybody confused on how to get this this sweet ass World War II mod working? Someone asking about the new project. Again, I can't say anything about the new project, but let me clarify again. This is something Andrew was saying, and I followed up with. I want to make clear. This thing, Day of Infamy, is not the new project. This is a side project. Day of Infamy is a side project. We're going to be working on it with the community. It's a World War II mod for Insurgency. That'll be free to anybody who owns Insurgency. The new project on the new engine, that's still a secret. So don't worry about that. You just put that in the back of your minds and bring Day of Infamy to the front of your mind, because that's what we're talking about now, and those two things are separate. Don't worry, you still have another secret to look forward to. We've been working on this for we did a lot in the past month, I'll tell you that much, and we're really excited to see where it goes. We're going to be working with the community on it. It's going to be good. OmniBooks is awesome. This is no armor. You guys are so good at maintaining. Yeah, there's no armor. There's bayonets. There's slings. There's M1 Garands, M1 carbines, MP40s, MG42s, 30 caliber machine guns, Thompsons, STG 44s, all kinds of good shit. RC Man asked, did I hear this was made with the new Lua model? Well, we were thinking about creating some custom game modes using Lua, but we're not. We're still working through that. What Andrew and I meant when we were talking about Lua is we're adding Lua support to the game, right? To Insurgency in general. That'll improve modding. We may be creating certain game modes in Day of Infamy, which is an Insurgency mod, in order to demonstrate the capabilities of Lua. But like that's just to demonstrate. You know, people can create all kinds of different custom modes using Lua. Arcade Overflow asks, is there rifle grenades? We've talked about that before. It's something we might do, yeah. Wraithington asks, did you do any German VO? I do speak German, but I did not do any of the German VO. I'm actually talking to two other voice actors, a British one and a German one from the Mud and Blood team. The plan now is to work with them on creating some voiceover, and they've already gotten some stuff. So the German VO you're hearing is from them, and again, like we're going to work with the community on this, and the Mud and Blood guys are going to sort of make like a British forces faction that'll play on certain maps that make sense for, you know, the British to fight on. Papa Creek says, how can you do this mod? I mean, you're full of resources. It's amazing. I'm blasted. That's very flattering. Thank you. Man, we really wanted this to happen, as Andrew said, because we're big World War II shooter fans. People who might notice, the name Day of Infamy is sort of a nod to Day of Defeat, the old Half-Life 1 mod, the Gold Source mod, which eventually became a Source mod called Day of Defeat Source. And, you know, that's us sort of giving a nod to them and also saying, like, this is going to feel similar to Day of Defeat. Insurgency does already. High lethality, CQB, infantry-focused, class-based combat, FPS combat. So, any more questions before I head off? Is there anybody? I just want to make sure you guys, it's squared away, the instructions. You opt into the beta branch, you subscribe to the workshop item, that should be good. Okay, Butcher says, I have 7 betas to choose from, 5 demos, 1 testing branch, and which one is it? It's the beta-pre-release testing branch. That's the one that you want. As Green Lemon says. Yes, thank you, Green Lemon. Battle Tape says he's seeing some red X's. If you reconnect to the server, that should fix that right quick. Jackie says, do we need to unsubscribe from other mods? I don't believe you do, no. Even if it's like an MP40 skin, the MP40 is in this mod, I don't think it should interfere. If it does, please let us know, because it's something that we should be able to work around. Okay, well, it seems like everybody is squared away and everything is good to go. Holy crapola, this is amazing, says Green Lemon. Once again, guys, thank you for being as excited as we are about it. It's very validating and good to see. One more time, I'm going to give the links out in the chat, just to make sure everybody is aware. You opt into the beta, follow the instructions for that. Then after you opt into the beta, you subscribe to the mod itself, and then you'll make sure you quit out of the game, you start it back up, and you'll see the servers there. We have 1 server up right now, we'll set up more later. You've seen the Butcher says, I gotta go let the guys in the DoD source forums know about this. Tell them, man, tell them we're doing it. Tell them they'll feel right at home here. Welcome them, tell them, open arms. Green says, thanks so much for everything. This was a fantastic stream. I'm going to hop onto my TeamSpeak and tell everyone. Fantastic job. Yeah, let everybody know. And again, I should say one more time. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do the official reveal. We're going to be showing all these content creators on YouTube and Twitch, and we're going to be explaining, like, our plans with it. I'll have the mod maker on, one of the mod makers who will be helping us in the future, the founder of the Mud and Blood mod, who's already contributed to what you're playing right now. And we'll be talking about all that stuff and actually playing it and showing off the gameplay. So follow the channel if you want to get a notification, or just come back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. See you then.